back. My expert opinion. Greatest show in the world. Love it. Love my job. Love my job. Tonight is gonna be a special night. Special night. Hit that like, hit that share. Everybody know you in here. Don't cost you no paper unless you's a mother hater. MECC.
Okay.
How many demos?
How many things did I trash today?
It's terrible, man. Just crushing people's dreams out here, man.
5.
5?
5. Before I came across Villain Park. Villain Park. Shout out to Villain Park.
Villain Park?
Those is cold.
Wow.
Another group out of California.
Oh yeah?
They cold as shit. Yeah.
You like them as much as you like Ice Spice?
Villain Park.
Okay.
Villain Park is the shit. Them dudes is really going in.
Alright.
Salute to Villain
Shout out
Park.
to Ice Spice. I ain't mad at you. K Gutter back in the building.
We back.
How you doing? Hip hop movies.
Bless.
You heard? In case you didn't know, he started the whole DVD game. In case you didn't know, pay homage, respect. Sean Bigger, man of God. Yo, shout out to everybody. I got family in the building tonight. Bro, when we talk about amazing, everybody talks about Jordan. But there was another player for the Bulls that amazed us for years. The level of talent. Everybody believed like this was the second coming. Life can take us through a lot of twists and turns, but I will never forget the things that you've done in this game.
Love.
We got D Rose in the building.
Appreciate it, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I mean, I love y'all's show. That's why I wanted to get on.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. I watch every show.
Athlete? Like
Is
the
it?
first athlete to pull up?
Nah.
Oh no, yeah, the Fox.
No, we had Kid Chop.
Kid Chop.
Yeah.
First NBA player.
Oh, seriously. Oh, bet. That's love,
Facts.
That's love, bro.
We're breaking records over here, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. I always look for like interest. Why did you dance with LeBron and them at the first one?
That's the first one.
That's the first one. Everybody want to know.
I mean, being from Chi, bro, we just don't dance like that, bro. Like, seriously, though, we just don't dance. And I saw him in the back.
But it wasn't just the dancing.
that.
It was the face he was giving him while they were dancing.
I know that face.
Look on his face.
Like, yeah, this is goofy shit.
It wasn't that, yo. But yeah.
We don't know. Allegedly.
But when we spoke on the phone yesterday, shout out to OG1 for even connecting this whole thing. When we spoke on the phone, you said there was a lot of things that you had to get off your chest.
Yeah, I feel like the timing is right. I'm 33 now. They say when you 33, the 2 threes together, that's when you manifest shit.
Right.
And I always lived in the unknown. Like, I didn't know what to expect. Like, some told me, the voice I've been listening to my whole life told me to come here. And I just came and just wanted to see how it goes. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout
that's
out to
what
the boys.
Shout out to the boys. Nah, like, seriously though, bro. Like, ever since I was a kid, like, that's only how you make it, like, from the area that I grew up in, is really, like listening to yourself, like, understanding yourself. And as a kid, I've always been the same way, laid back in the cut. My guys know I'm straight gang banging. And I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. Or I'll be with them, we shooting dice. They're about to go do some bullshit. I'm like, nah, I ain't on that. But I was close. I was this close to, like, on every, send off missions. On every mission they going on, I'm about to go, someone tell me to stop. And I'll listen, I'll stay calm, I'll be patient. And so far the shit worked out for me. That's only how I made it through that shit.
Was there any times where all your homies didn't make it back and you felt like it would have been different if you was there?
Nah, because my guys that I grew up with, they was more like hoopers, but they was gang banging though. But the older guys that they were with, yeah, some of them didn't make it back. But yeah, they always made it back. But it's like, man, I'm fucking this, like, no bullshit. My nipple, like a nigga bit a nigga nipple off. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, and you went over there for that? Nah, y'all tweaking, bro. Like, I'm on the court. Like, after you get that shit patched up, let me go take your money and this bread on the court, because that's how I really made my money.
So
like,
you should play for money?
Man, I'm old school with it, bro. I used to go in different neighborhoods, bro, and that's how I really got my rep in Chicago. Like, going to different neighborhoods, playing 5-on-5. 12, 13. Like, no matter how tall you was, like, my guy take me west side, south side, east, and play for bread. And 1-on-1, 5-on-5, V, whatever it is, 21, I'm in there. And I just had to find a way.
That didn't get dangerous? You running around Chicago
You know,
taking people's money from
you know, it wasn't a crazy amount, because I didn't, like, throughout my whole years in Chicago, I didn't play in the Pro-Am. Like, I never played in what you call it, like, I played AAU, but I never played in, like, runs. Don't you know how you see online now? I never played in games like that. Never. I always trained. Then, like, of course, like, right now, I'm working myself. This to be the rustiest, like, my coach, like, Tibbs, he'll see me, but he been with me for years. He know, like, I'm shaking off the rust, because I don't run like that in the summer. I just train. Right. So, get on the court, I'm a little rusty, passes a little off, but every day I'm getting better. And I'm getting, and it's been my routine ever since I came in the league.
How long did it take before you wasn't able to scam people anymore? Because you probably got on the court and they'd be like, "Oh, sure, man, whatever," and then you would jump over their whole body, and then they would be like, "Oh, I've been set up."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I always had, like, skills though. I wasn't, like, jumping like that over niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first started off, I was like the little nigga in the park, always in the park. Even, like, the court, it'd be snowing, get a shovel, go up there, shovel one side of the court to the other side. Now I got a whole court. And the older guys, like, they really took basketball serious in my neighborhood. I went, the park that I grew up in was Murray Park. The shit got so crazy, they nicknamed it Murder Park. But they was, like, protecting me. I was the young guy. Like, I had those expectations ever since I was younger. Like, 6th, 7th grade, when Chris Cross was around, pump it up. Was that Chris Cross?
No, jump.
Oh, jump. Yeah, what jump? Yeah, jump. Whatever it is. Yeah. I bet. But he said, going to my neighborhood, they'd be like, pump it up, Pooh. I'm about to. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I used to have to say to, like, the older guy, warm it up. But he'd say, pump it up. You know what I'm saying? He was a crackhead. You feel me? So he's saying, like, saying some shit. I'm about. He's like, when I see you, nigga, you better say I'm about to. I bet. I'm gonna say it. Whenever I saw him, I used to have to say it. So. All my guys, I get on the court, all my guys, because at that time, no little guys couldn't get on the court. So they'd be on the court cheering for me, because, like, damn, you playing with the older guys. Like, damn, man, you scoring. So I'd be scoring, they'd be going crazy. So my mom right there, like, because the games used to be going on kind of late, right there chilling. She didn't know what the fuck was going on. Walk me home. Next day, I'm back up at the park. But that was kind of like my safe haven, even though a lot of the crazy shit was, like, going on in that park.
Did your mom ever question you?
Huh?
Did your mom ever question you getting money out there like that?
Nah, because at that time, a lot of people look at, like, you going to your mom's purse and just taking money out is like stealing. But me and my mom relationship was kind of different. Like, as a kid, don't you know how, like, some people be like, man, when I was a kid, I didn't know I was fucked up. Like, because of, like, the way I was raised, you know what I mean? You just in it. I knew I was fucked up growing up. Like, the house that I lived in, it was, like, 9 or 10 people in there, half of them on drugs. Used to have to spray around the bed for roaches, going to school, getting roach bites. Like, man, I ain't worried about no homework, bro. I just got bit by 6 roaches. I'm not worried about no fucking homework, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like I knew the living conditions that I was living in. And so with my mom, my brothers, I got 3 older brothers. The 2 of them was out the crib, and my brother that's near me, Greedy, he's 7 years older than me. So he used to be out, and my mom used to be at the table, like counting money. And I used to be there with her, you know what I'm saying? Like she used to get a check. She dropped out of school at 14, 15. That's when she had my oldest brother. So she used to take these assistant jobs. But you know, when you work for the board, she worked for the Board of Education. Right. If you don't got no diploma and shit like that, sometimes they won't pay you. So we'll be at the table, she counting out the bread, and she got like $50 left because and some of that 50 she holding on to it because some of that 50 she owed to her friends, you know, from loans and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing it, and I'm like, man, how, like, something gotta change, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, something gotta change. So I used to hustle, but like in like, I would say like clean ways. Like, never sold drugs in my life, but used to shoot dice, hella dice. At the time, it was a shoe company, like, giving me shoes. I go to the dice game, they'll see the shoes I got on. Hey, damn, because the guys I hung around with, they actually like went to school, had jobs and shit when I was in high school, so used to be around them. They're like, damn, they give me those mics, what you would pay, like, what you want from the mics? I'm like, man, give me 75 now if you got it, and then give me the other 75 when you get it. Take the shoes off, trade shoes, I'm walking back home with some bread, give the shit to my mom. Or if I see a dice game going on, run home. Just get a 50 dub or 50 out of my mom's purse, run back to the dice game, see if I could hit the dice game or get something from the dice game. But I was decent. I never, like, I was good. But at the same time, like, looking back at it, that was like the first time that I lost my innocence, like with my brother. Like, I'm peeping the dice game for like a couple of weeks. Damn, what's a 9-5? Damn, what's a 6-8? So I'm there just looking, just spying on the game. And one day I jumped in, and as I'm fucking shooting, my brother Greedy come in the park, dice in my hand and everything. I had a split second to think about it, like, fuck. Like, this nigga finna go, like, I don't know what he gonna think. And I was like, fuck it. Like, fuck it, bro. I say, fuck it. He's just gonna have to deal. I seen him do crazy as shit. I'm like, fuck it. Yeah. And looking back, that's when I lost my innocence, like with my brothers, because for sure he probably told my older brothers, and like, but that's how the shit was. Yeah, they knew what it was. Like, I wasn't selling drugs though, so they was cool with it.
Were they bowlers too or no?
Yeah, all my brothers played. They all went to one high school, but I ended up going to like a different high school at the time. But it all it's a long story, but you say you want to get to the beginning. Yeah. It started like in 6th grade. Like in 6th grade, I won a like 6th grade championship. I go, and it's about being in the unknown. But I'm not knowing what's going on. I'm just living, right? So 6th grade, I win the championship. I'm in a magnet school, so I have to go to another school. So me and my mom's trying to figure out like what school I'm going to. She said, hey, you going to the school on the low end. The low end on 50-something, I live on 70-something. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not thinking about it at the time. First day of school, she like, yeah, you gotta walk down there and get on the bus. I'm like, get on a bus, a school bus. That shit didn't like translate to me at the time, because I'm thinking like, all right, it's a school around the area. Right. She's like, no, you gotta go get on the school bus. I'm like, what? Blew me. Yeah. Like, made me even more introvert. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a school, I'm there, I'm not fucking with the kids. Like, I'm like, it's all weird. By the end of the year, we won the 7th grade championship. Go to 8th grade, won the 8th grade championship. Now it's time for high school. At the time, I'm with like my friends at this time. We playing AAU. I started AAU in 6th grade too. Right. So the guys that we with, one of them named Rand, one of my guys Rand, his dad was like real heavy into like just the rich basketball culture in Chicago, right, where he used to go to like all the high school games and like see like Will Bynum play against Sean Dockery. like all these type of games that like legendary ass games. His pops at the game. So I got real cool with my guy Rand, and he like, man, I'm going to school like Simeon. At the time, Simeon wasn't like a big like basketball school like it is now, but he was like, man, I'm going to Simeon. He was like, if y'all like fucking with it, just come up there and just see how it is. I ended up going up there. It was a dirty ass school at the time. It wasn't a new school, but I'm like, fucking, I'm gonna end up going there.
It's a dirty ass school, what you mean?
I mean, it was like ran down.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have to wear uniform, but it was totally ran down. So, but it's a vocational school, so you were able to learn trades and shit while you there. You know what I'm saying? So, we end up. I'm telling my guy Tim, like, man, I'm finna get ready and go to Simeon. At this time, Tim. No, let me get this right, because that voice and the guy Tim, like that's who he was, like my bodyguard. He was a big ass stocky kid, 6'3". Ever since we was in 7th, 8th grade, I've been the same size since 7th, 8th grade. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be like 6'6", you know what I'm saying? But
that's how he kept the money from the dice game.
No, he was with the shit. He was the one gang banging. Right. Big, call him Big Tim. He nigga just around the hood just fighting. But he fucked with me for some reason. You know what I'm saying? He ended up going to Beasley with me, 7th and 8th. We won the championship. So he falling in love with basketball because he's getting attention. Right. So I'm like, man, I'm finna go to Simeon. He like, fuck it, I'm going too. So we end up going to Simeon, and like all that shit just came together. Like when we got there, I played JV. Because when the coach that was there, he was like this Martinet type of coach, like a strict ass coach. He didn't play no games, and at the time he was teaching me discipline. Like you could have went anywhere and like started. I could have went anywhere and started as a freshman, but he was like, nah, you gonna learn to be a young man. So anything in the school, if you got back to Harvard, you know you getting your ass whooped or something. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them type of guys. But a lot of people be like, man, what he doing that? Some of us needed that. Yeah. For sure.
Did he really give an ass whooping?
Not listen. Yes. But wow. Yes, like some of us needed that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got city kids coming up here. Yeah, you got to be able to fucking think. Yeah. Critically think. What are you doing? So he one of them brother man. You know what I'm saying? One of them type of guys. You know what I'm saying? What you doing, brother man? This and that. Like, but at the same time, he teaching us, grooming us to become young men. I get on the JV, and we win the championship in JV. So from 6th to my freshman year, we won back to back. So we won JV championship, and we don't know what we got at the time because we like, man, we love playing with each other, but this can be like something like big. This can be like something huge, you know what I mean? And at the time, yeah. But at the time, we didn't know how like the legacy, the rich history of Simeon is. Have you ever heard of Benji Wilson? Benji Wilson. Have anybody heard of Benji Wilson in here? Yeah. He was a player that got killed at my school at the time. He was the #1 player in the nation. Wow. He went to Nike camp, ended up coming back, gang banging, probably gang banging, allegedly, and ended up like getting shot. Wow. While he was #1, ended up getting killed. Wow. My freshman year, they gave us a book at freshman orientation. Hey, this is the Benji book. I ain't even read the book at the time. One of them niggas, you want to have something from a nigga, put it in the book. Right. I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I overlooked it. Like, man, this shit, but I'm in it. The best player at Simeon wore number 25 because of Benji. He wore number 25. So I got the number on, I'm representing them, but I ain't get the totality of the story. Right. So we win freshman year, and we on top of everything. Then we end up losing my sophomore year, and we won junior and senior, and that was pretty much like my shit at Simeon. But being there, it was a lot for me to be there and like understand like the system and playing AAU ball. Like in AAU ball, my brother coached the team, so he used to just let me play. But when I got back to school, I had to play in the system. I didn't become a point guard till my junior year. I was the 3 all the way until my junior year. So it's like, all right, you're gonna be the point guard. I'm like, oh shit, you give me the ball. Now I'm finna get loose. It was like one of them type of things. Fact.
Was the coach the first father figure?
No, I had a few. I had a few. My AAU coach. I had my guy Dre. Dre was the dude that really like took care of me in Shaw. Like I met him probably my 7th or 8th grade year, and he used to always be at Simeon because his nephew went there. But Dre was like real tough in the street, like heavy in the streets. So he was super low key, and I used to ask my bro, "Why you so low key? Why you so low key?" And like he didn't tell me until like a few years after. Like he used to drive me from Simeon, that's on 80 something. He used to drive me to 180th, drive me back to 66, then drive back home to 180th every day after practice to like work on my game, teaching me once again discipline. Hey, you gotta work on your game. Hey, I see something in you, but I'm asking, I'm like, bro, why you so low key? Like you don't got, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't got no chains on. Like your family well taken care of. Until he told me the story one day, like man. I mean, he wouldn't mind me telling the story. So we in the car one day, and he's telling me how one of his friends came back from college and shit. So they on some straight bullshit in the car. They got this dude, like this stick-up dude in the back. They on some bullshit. He telling them to pull in the alley. Hey, pull in this alley. End up shooting his best friend in the head. After, like, he was just at school, end up killing his best friend, end up shooting Dre in the neck and in the chest. He had to play dead to get out the situation. He telling me this, I'm like, man, what? Like,
was he robbing him?
Nah, it was supposed to be some other shit. They sending them on somebody else. The shit turned, and he tried to get them. Yeah, so he telling me that, and it just like hit me like, all right, I'm taking notes. All right, don't be flashy. Don't, like, I can't, like, mind my bit. Like, while he telling me these stories, I'm like, all right, check, because I'm still living in the hood.
Right.
I'm still being around. I'm still, even though I ain't hooping on the court no more, I'm still in the same area. So all that shit, like hit me kind of different, and that's when we really like got our bond. But if it wasn't for Dre,
You're in the spotlight now.
Yeah.
Like people know your name. You've been going around hoods, you've been doing your thing.
Yeah.
Bringing home all these championships. Like, how low key can you stay?
I mean, it was kind of low key. I was low key in a way because I wasn't. By the time I got to high school, I told my mom, like, man, this neighborhood like too crazy. So the guy Randall, who I'm talking about, used to be at his crib in the summertime. He used to pick me up from school every day, like drive me to school, drive all the way from the low end, pick me up, go to school. That's a long ass distance, but he was kind of like well off. And the area that he lived in was where Obama built his crib in Chicago. Like in Chicago, Obama was living in like a regular ass neighborhood. And they just built a crib or got a crib in a regular neighborhood. And my guy lived close to that neighborhood. So it was kind of like semi-safe, you know what I'm saying? So I used to be over there because I couldn't move around in Inglewood like that. So I'm like, Mom, I'm going over a random crib. I'm sleeping on the floor at his house, right? I'm like, man, I just don't want to like be over here and get caught up into some bullshit. Yeah.
So you took precautions.
Yeah, for sure.
What hood was that?
The one that it was the low end. That's like 50-some, like 50s and 60s. I mean, like 50s and 40s, like something like that.
Where did you live?
I lived in Inglewood.
In
Yeah. That's like west, like West Inglewood. Yeah, that's like south.
South?
Yeah.
Is it a number street too, or?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, people know what I'm talking. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's
Now, I've been out there. I was like years ago, man. My man Fluky, he had got a situation with some producer out here, Coptic. Shout out to Coptic. He was down with Bad Boy. We went out there to kind of like get his buzz going, and he took me with him because he knew me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So we went out there. It was on 75th, and I was like, "Yo, where the store at?" We go to the store. He called his sister, and his sister came out with the hammer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Word? Like this what we doing?" And she was like, "Yeah." We walked to the store.
I don't want to rob the store. I just want to go.
No. But she was like,
I'm
you know what I mean? And I remember seeing the siren lights on all the corners late at night. And I was like, damn, how you supposed to feel like a human being out here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's
You
like
talking about the camera.
with the all night long. These lights is just
it's running. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. That shit was bugged out. Did you ever read the Benji book?
No, I never read it, but I got the knowledge behind it though. Like I said, understanding like the lessons that they were trying to teach me at the school, like hearing progress reports better be right, report cards better be right. In school, any of that, he wasn't playing around, bro. So it's like, all right, like we got to walk this line, because if we don't walk this line, we letting down our teammates if we can't play in this game.
Right.
So it's like a brotherhood that he was building, and it's still to this day where it's like you come from Simeon, you know what it is. It's like it's a straight brotherhood. Right. We got Jabari Parker that played in the league. We got Kendrick Nunn right now that play for the LA Lakers right now. You know what I mean? Like other guys that Taylor Horton, THC, like it's other guys that's from the program that's in the league right now, and they came from like the foundation that Hambrick laid down.
What was Pops at this time?
I never met my pops.
That was my next question.
Yeah, I never met my
It sounds like
pops.
you've been doing a lot of adulting very early. You sit at the table with your mother, counting up money, trying to figure out which bills are getting paid and what's getting left. And I've never heard about. That's why I asked you about the father figure, because I didn't hear about anybody else in the house.
Yeah, my dad wasn't around at all, and I wasn't like that kid that like they got mad at that. Like I took it as like motivation, where it's like, nigga, I'm gonna smash everything that he even wanted to dream about. Like whatever you thought you was gonna do as a man. This is when I thought that he was living, because the older I got, I realized like he passed. But at that time, I'm like, man, if he's somewhere, like nigga, I'm gonna smash everything you even your imagination, nigga. I'm gonna smash that by hard work, by going to the gym. At the time I didn't know the numbers, 10,000 hours. That's what it take to like get close to master something.
Yeah.
Man,
You put in that 10,000.
Listen, bro, I'm no bullshit, because injuries and all, I'm close to like 30 or 40, bro. Like that's facts. Like I dedicated my whole life to like this sport at one point, and that's why I achieved what I achieved. So like, to sit back and like I said, to not be obsessed with it, because when you obsess, it's intrusive. I'm in school, I'm doing work. Damn, I could have dunked on his ass like that. Like, all right, fuck this test. Like, damn, we play what you call, you know what I'm saying, with a girl. Oh, you man, you tweaking. I'm finna go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just intrusive, bro. And now I'm at a point now, like I have a deep love for it, because like I'm not like your typical hooper. Like I said earlier, like I didn't grow up looking at MJ and them like when they was winning championships and like, damn, like I'm being glued to the TV.
Right.
I was outside. Like my brother and them be watching TV, MJ and them playing. I bet I see y'all, I'm outside. And I'm on the court. Championship come, they win championship. I couldn't feel it. I was too young to go outside and feel the celebration. So I'm through the window looking, everybody having fun. I'm like, fuck y'all. I'm like, I can't go out there. Like,
Right.
I ain't feeling it.
Right.
Kids now know your salary, know this, know that. I ain't know none of that, bro, until my sophomore year. Wow. I didn't pay attention to none of that.
You was in the MJ?
No, bro. No. I didn't play like MJ.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like, damn, I could fade away. Like, nigga, I couldn't shoot at the time. It's like I'm athletic than people, but I'm piecing my game together.
Right.
What player in the league that played like me at the time? You can say AI. AI ain't big like me.
Right.
Like, I don't play like AI. Even though he's a hell of a player, our games are like totally different.
Yeah.
Like, so what player can I relate to in the league at the time?
Isaiah, maybe.
Nah, I was faster. Like speed. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing with a totally different speed, bro. I'm talking about speed. Speed kills all that. You get what I'm saying? I'm moving way faster than y'all, so I ain't like it. So let me get to it. So growing up, they telling me like, man, you play like Jamie Brandon, you play like Zeke. I'm like, who the fuck are these people, bro?
They ever hit you with Kenny Anderson?
No, bro. I'm just saying, if he would have, nigga, I don't know people from Chicago. So how the fuck Kenny, I wouldn't have known.
Right.
I'm like, man, I just have a pure love for this sport. And I have a relationship with this ball that nobody, like, this is my everything.
Right.
That's my first girlfriend. That's what I'm telling my son. Like, that gotta be your first girlfriend, bro. Because that's the difference between the 400 players that's in the league and the people that's not in the league.
Right.
We have a different relationship with the ball that's different than everybody else in the world.
Wow.
And it's because we had that ball on our hip from this high. Everywhere you go, you taking it with you, getting like, then you getting praise for it. At the time, I didn't care about like all the praise and shit because I just wanted to hoop. So like my friend Randall, his dad used to tell me, like, we used to be going to games. He like, Pooh, man, like the way you just played, like you get everybody involved, this and that. I'm like, man, that's regular shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, throw the ball ahead?
Right.
Or get everybody, I'm thinking that's just regular.
Yeah.
And it became like a prowess that like carried me to the league. You know what I'm saying?
Was it just a sense of humility, or you were just...
I always been this way, bro. My brothers them tell me that, like, bro, it couldn't have been us, because we would have been, I act totally different than anybody in my family. Totally different. My family wild. I'm the only one that's laid back, chill, like, and like yeah, that don't got a high head. And I fight that every day. Like, I mean, yeah, that's like a generational curse that I'm fighting, where I got the temperament, but I'm able to hold it. So I got, when people talk, like, I got to hear what you say, because I'm making sure there ain't no disrespect with that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So imagine every day you talking to people, and if they talking in like a certain tone, you taking it as like that's a generational curse, bro, that you got to break.
How do you hold it? What's...
It seems like his frontal lobe was developed. Very young.
Shout out.
Shout out to Asa.
He definitely
Would have said that. He definitely would have chimed in with that.
For sure.
What's the okay? I don't hear money as the motivation when you playing ball, which is what I've heard a lot of ball players say. This was my ticket out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Slinging
No,
crack,
actually,
No, it was a little bit of that for sure.
The gambling.
No,
sure.
man, the gambling, but like you speak more of a love for the game as opposed to this is my ticket out of the hood.
For sure.
I'm hearing way more of that than the other thing.
But he said sophomore, he seen the bread they made.
No. It wasn't that. I didn't know I was good like that until my brother, like, these one of the stories I can't tell like at ESPN or nobody. My brother up in there cutting up crack. I'm in the room with him. It's just us two. This the same nigga that when I used to be around him and I used to like fail, like my report cards used to come back D's and C's. He was like the smart one out the family, out of my brothers. So D for dumbass. Get your dumb ass in school, you know what I'm saying? Like, with getting the books, dummy. Like, so he one of them irritating ass brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing them, and I'm like, bruh, all right, like, so it was one day he in there drunk, and he cutting up like some crack, and he was being, I could tell he was being honest. He gave me a compliment, bruh. Like, Pooh, you got a chance. You cold, shorty. Like, you got a chance. And to hear him say that, it boosted me, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Yeah.
like, all right, I probably do got a chance at this shit. I probably can change this shit. But at the time, I still didn't know numbers. I still didn't know none of that. I knew I had to work harder for it. Like, all right, I got a chance to like do some shit, like set a standard for my family, even though I didn't know what that was at the time. I'm like, I know I can make a change. And that's what I got from my bro saying that shit.
And did your bros hold you down, being that your pops wasn't around a lot?
Yeah, they was there. Like all my brothers was there. But being in Chicago, you need protection like that because of like y'all, the players y'all said, Isaiah's and all the other players. People see that and they see dollar signs. So like I said, 6th grade, people seeing me like, damn, shorty, like he moving different. Like he may, hey.
Yeah, he gonna be one of them.
I win 6th grade. I won 7th grade. Wow. I win 8th grade. So they like, oh shit.
Yeah, he is. He's on the way.
You get me?
He's that kid.
My brother and them had to shield him off. Like, nah, like they wasn't on that. Like especially my brother Reggie, my other 2 brothers, Wayne and the one that was above me, Gritty, they wasn't around like that on the basketball side because they was with their families, but my brother Reggie had time to like be with me, go to AAU circus with me, be my AAU coach, then brought my other brothers along. So they shielded me from even the shoe companies. So you know how it is, like you get it.
How's that going?
With
the shoe companies, like
I mean, it's a fight. I mean, it's a battle. Like when you see a kid, they see dollars, and it's like, man, how can we get in? So my brothers like shield all that shit away from me, so that I could like move around like I move around now. I'm on my own time. I don't owe nobody shit.
What was the most extravagant thing you ever offered around that time? Some shit that you was like, damn, I want to take it.
That's what I'm saying. I never heard those conversations. My brother and them shielded me away from that.
Wow.
Like even my college visit, bro, my brother was like, man, I had like 5 schools on my list. My brother like, all right, you're not going to UCLA for a visit and you're not going to North Carolina. And he was doing that because he didn't want me to get struck by like the campus of like being in LA and getting like caught up in like that type of the palm trees and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went to Memphis.
With the Memphis.
I end up going to Memphis. I go down there. I don't know what to expect. Like I said, being in the unknown. I go down there, don't know what to expect. And I see that they hood though. Everybody hood on the team. They older. They moving around different. I see that the only thing that they missing is a point guard, bro.
That's it.
That's it.
Perfect.
I'm here. I'm here, brother. Like, and I end up going to Memphis out of all the schools I could have went to.
Did you get offered any like threesomes? Like Jesus did?
No. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. I was moving and grooving, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like so. It's not that brash.
No, it probably is for certain people.
Right.
But when I was there, like Cal had me like on like with tunnel vision. Like, hey, I hated him while I was there. Like, I used to call because, bro, he tricked my mom to even get me there. Like, told her like, hey, like, showing her the facility. Hey, when he down there, he acting like he gonna be a nice guy, and which all coaches do. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I get on the court. I ain't doing shit the right way. He threatening me out of all the people to kick me out the gym. Hey, if you doing this motherfucker, you gonna get out the gym. One more mistake. Dre, get in. Dre, don't knock on Dre. Dre, he been there like 2 or 3 years at the time, so he know the system already.
Right.
So he coming in doing everything exactly how Cal wanted to do it.
Right.
I'm sick. I'm calling my guy Dre, who I was telling you that I was taking care of. I'm Dre, bro. I'm finna leave this motherfucker, bro. I don't fuck with Cal, bro. Yeah. He like, man, G, stick it through. Like, just stick it through. I know you, like, just don't leave. He begging me to stay. Right. Fuck it, I'ma stay. I end up, like...
to hear it, right?
I end up falling in love with, like, the team, bro. And, like, they took me as, like, little bro. And that year, we ended up going all the way to the championship and ended up losing in the championship. But, like, the memories I got from that was, like, was priceless. You know what I'm saying? Even though they, like, banned that shit, that's, like, everybody still knew what went on down there.
Right.
Yeah.
So from there, it's time to go to league. What happens? What's the phone calls like?
It was
People
kind of
sensing
different.
People changing around you. Are people like, you sensing the vibe like everybody see it?
When you're projected to go number one.
No, at that time, Mike Bees was like going crazy too. He was like National Player of the Year, going crazy. And I remember being out here and before the draft, like I been knew I was out. Like, man, I'm gone. After the tournament that I had, I'm like, man, I'm gone. But the shit was different then. I had to play to actually get to where I was at. Like now, you don't need a crazy college run to get like to a top spot.
No.
Like they go off potential. Hey, I'm gonna pick you. You look like you number one. No knocking that, but I had to play for that number one spot.
Right.
I'm out here. The Bulls. I'm at dinner. It's the night before the draft. The Bulls call like my brother. They gonna deny this, but they call my brother, and some shit come up with like his background. Like, yeah, your brother was arrested, this and that, blah, 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 you get caught with this. Like, what's going on? I'm sick because I'm like, nigga, y'all drafting me. Y'all ain't drafting my brother, bro. Like, we thinking about going with Mike Bees. I'm like, all right, go with him then. I get up from the table, I'm sick, bro. I have to walk out. I'm fucking like crying and shit because I wanted to go number one. Like, and like my brother, he come out, he frustrated because like, man, this shit happened in the past. Like, it's nothing I could do with it.
What were they pulling up?
Like his drug arrest, you know what I'm saying? Seeing his charges and shit. And he saw that I was hurt and how bad I wanted to go number one. So we out there going through it, bruh. But at the end, I was like, man, fuck it. If they don't pick us, we're gonna go to Miami and we're gonna do the same thing. And that night, they end up still like riding with me.
Why would that even be a factor? Do they think your brother's gonna sell drugs to the team?
Listen, bro.
No, I mean, it's a big decision.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're about to get millions.
Yeah. So
We might be funding Nino Brown. We gotta make sure this isn't happening.
Crazy places to break happen.
Yeah,
So,
be like, yeah, bro,
big
cop
business.
these
Everything's
bricks.
big
For
business.
sure.
I'm about to go play Denver, you know?
For sure.
Like,
No, that's
most
real.
people selling drugs aren't doing it because it's like the ambition. Please understand that most
People who've never seen or been around drug dealers don't understand that.
That's why I'm saying it now. Please understand it. His brother wasn't running out there like, oh, I can't wait to sell drugs this morning. Like,
Nah.
that wasn't their problem.
Nah.
Chill out.
But my brothers did protect me though. Like, for instance, like,
So you still a virgin this whole, like.
Nah, hell, we talking about
What's happening?
We talking about what?
You had a girlfriend?
Yeah, I had girls. I don't want to bring them up like that. Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
know if that Jesus Shuttlesworth shit.
No, it's real. It's real. It's real. With certain cases, yeah, it's definitely real.
So
but
they
it wasn't with
like
that.
Some chicks like they just.
No, that's all on campus. Yeah, it go down. It go down on campus for sure. Look at.
I want to know. Son.
Yeah, bro. Let me just tell you. Look.
Nobody talks about this on ESPN. I don't know why.
We was number one in Memphis, bro, for almost the whole year. So like you put it together, number one in the nation, bro, in the nation, in Memphis. So it's like we moving around different. We with Yo Gotti. We with, you know what I'm saying? When Yo Gotti was making cocaine music,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it was like we with the guy. You know what I'm saying? We was moving around the city different, but we let me get back to my brother. So one day my brother, I'm walking to the park. I don't got no shoes. I live like 2 blocks away from the park. I don't got no shoes on. I'm walking up there just to see who at the park. I'm like, man, who up here? If somebody up here, I'm about to run back and get some shoes or whatever. My brother pull up on me. Like, he on the other side of the street, wrong side of the street. He pull up on me. Where the fuck Greedy at? I'm like, man, he on the porch with Alvin. He with this guy, like, on the porch. Bro, he skirt off. I see him hit the corner. I'm like, damn, he going to the crib. Like, what the fuck going on? He going to the crib. Bruh, I go back to the crib. I go back to the corner. He beating up my brother. He beating up my brother that's above me. Beating him up. Come to find out, he told my mom that he wasn't going to college. He got a scholarship and he wasn't going to college. So I'm like, damn, it's a standard was set, like,
Yeah.
check, I'm going to college. Like, all right, that's all. I do not want to go through that. I'm going to college, bro.
But this is the privilege of being the youngest, because you get to see everybody else's mistakes and be like, oh yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that. All right, cool.
For sure.
So it was like an easy run, or
with no.
Did you ever have a big conflict with your brothers?
No, I never had that. I mean, I was, bruh, you asked my brother and them, I was good. I never had no fights. I had to fight with my brother one time, Greedy. He slammed me on my neck and that was it. I gotta fight him again. But I was kind of like out the way. Yeah, I was like out the way, bruh. I'm seriously out the way, doing my own thing. And like even with my mom, I kind of had like a conflict with my mom because after my sophomore year, we get to, I turn a junior, and my senior year. You know, your senior year, you about to go to college, and like I think I'm old now. I think I'm older now. I got responsibility. Like, man, I could be out a little bit later. I'm doing this and doing that.
Right.
But we used to have like beef because I wanted to be older than what I was, because they changed the rule. Like if it was the NBA rule, the draft rule, like you had to attend 1 year of college.
Right.
If it was a chance that I could have went in my senior year, I was gonna go. But I wanted to be older because to take us out of poverty.
Right.
So I'm like, man, like shit gotta change. Like I'm still fucked up. Even though I'm still getting shit from like these like companies, it's still fucked up. I'm still living in the same house. I'm still living in the attic of my mom's crib.
Right.
And one day she I seen it really hurt her. Like she went upstairs and like threw my TV down the stairs. And that's when I knew like I gotta chill. Like, damn, I didn't mean to like hurt you like that.
What were you doing?
I was just, like I'm thinking that it's the summer before I actually go to Memphis. It's that summer. And I'm thinking I'm out. I'm getting back at 12:31 in the morning.
Right.
She like, nah, nigga. Like, you still in my house.
Right.
Like, who the fuck you think you is?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm arguing with off that. Like, man, I want freedom. Like, I'm older now. And I'm not like my brothers. That's my argument with her. Like, I'm not getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm totally different. She wasn't having it. Get the fuck out of my house. Threw my TV down the stairs. And that's when it hit me like, oh, I gotta chill, bro. And
you had the box?
Yeah, big back.
So
Yeah. Roll, did it, nigga. Hell yeah. No, it was real, bro. It was real.
Wow.
Cause around that whole time, I'm seeing my brother change too. My brother above me. That's when I knew like death was something totally different. Like people handle death different. And when his friend Esco got killed, it changed him. Like he was a neat freak. If I go in this room, move the remote, he could tell I'm in the room. Stay the fuck out of my room. How the fuck you knew I was in there? Like, nigga, don't worry about it. Stay the fuck out of my room. Right. I'm like, all right. It went from that to like he dressing up clean and shit to he standing on the block with a snowsuit on for 2 weeks. Dirty. I'm like, what the fuck? You serving? You really serving now? Changing. Like totally changing, bro. I'm like, oh shit. Like he grieving but don't know how to grieve. Yeah. Like I get to my senior year and I get to my senior year and one of my best friends, that same dude I used to like, back then used to bathe with, like when you so young with people, your mama, you spend night over people's crib, all y'all get in the tub.
One time.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody I grew up with like that ended up getting killed. Kill me. Me and my mom arguing about that. Man, Cal want us to go to summer school one time, like come early, and then it was around the time like I missed his funeral. I'm arguing with her about that. She say, nah, like I'm gonna go for the both of us. So I'm on campus, like it's killing me, bro. That I missed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I missed that fine funeral, bro. Like, so I had to use that shit as like motivation for the whole year to like get me through. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it, I'm doing it for him. And that shit like gave me the boost that I need to actually like have the year that I needed. But I used that energy totally different than how my brother used it. And that was the difference. And that's the difference I wanted to make.
Right.
Like, I ain't gonna let this shit change me while I'm down here to like fuck off my dream. Like, and like going to a shell and like not work or be isolated from the team. Like, nah, I'm around my guys. I gotta keep my mind going. Y'all going to the court? I'm going to the court with y'all. Let's work out. And I had Rod Strickland down there with me. And Rod was like, you know, he went to DePaul, like from Chicago, like lineage, and like he helped me with everything. He used to be in the gym with his kids, and he used to see that like me, CDR, and everybody else was in the gym, and he used to like, all right, go under the basket. You gotta put the right touch on it. So we working on like angles, the touch of the ball, how you gotta spin it, and like the shit end up paying off because like I got a good like touch for the ball now, and my angles, like my layup game, like kind of crazy.
80 pauses in that conversation.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I'm from shot. I'm from shot. Yeah. I know it's hard. Look. That's all I hear. Paul. No, for sure. And the young guys on the team be on that. Like, what? I don't reword it. I'm like, yeah, you heard me, little nigga. Yeah.
We had Soul B in here with Jimmy, and he was like, yo, man, I used to be in jail.
Oh,
and,
God, not this.
I ain't eat the sandwiches or whatever, so I'll be like, yo, my salami's on the market. You ain't hit a hole, you know, like, Paul!
No, it's for sure gonna be
That's
that.
great.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna bring more people to it, so that's what
My salami for sale.
Wow. All right. I want to go back get to the draft.
Yeah.
You know the importance of this moment. This is where everything changes.
Yeah.
You go from the hard life, being the light in your family,
Yeah.
the one that could do something, that could change all of it. Everybody's moving the next day.
For sure.
What are you feeling at that moment? Especially with, you know, the phone call, with the conversation about your brother's record.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. What are you feeling in that moment?
To tell you the truth, I was still in a mindset of like keeping it moving. Like, get this shit over with so I could play. That's what I was on. Yeah, because I told you it wasn't like I'm there and I'm saying like saying crazy shit on the mic. I'm like, man, get this. I don't want to be here like that. All right, David Stern, how you doing? Take the picture. All right, when can we play? Right. Because I'm trying to like get to it. You know what I mean? And my agent, BJ Armstrong, he played with MJ. So he used to tell me like, man, all like MJ little like tips and shit, you know what I'm saying? Not only him, but Kobe. Like
some of those.
Nah, just like his mentality. Yeah. Like intimidation.
Intimidation?
Yeah, that's not a factor in the league no more like that. Yeah. Where like me not talking to players on the court, it puts some in the air where it's like, man, what the fuck is he thinking?
Right.
Then I'm playing extremely hard. And I'm not saying nothing, but that's just the way I always played growing up, being in shot, being in gyms. Tell you a story, one other story. I'm in the gym one time. Y'all ever heard of Sharon Collins? He played for Kansas. He had like a year older than me. But at this time, I'm in the gym. I'm with Randall and his dad and his little brother Langston. And I'm eating nachos. I'm watching Sharon play varsity as a freshman. So I'm in 8th grade. I'm watching him play as a freshman. I'm like, everybody in the gym, it's a packed gym. And he's killing. And R.I.P. Snake, it's a dude at the time, I didn't know him at all. He stands up and turns around to me as I'm eating. I'm a kid, bro. I'm in 8th grade. You can't fuck with that. You can't fuck with that. Like, got the whole gym attention, talking shit to me as a kid. And I don't even know who this fucking dude is. You feel me? But he don't know who the fuck I am.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole time it's burning me up on the inside. I'm laughing at him.
Yeah.
Like, eating my nachos still, but I'm like, I can't wait till next year. I'm gonna be a freshman, y'all, I can't wait. And I'm gonna remember you. Like, I'm gonna remember you.
Right.
I made it to the league. He passed now, but he always brought up that because he used to be at the Bulls game. You remember when yeah, nigga, I remember that. Yeah. You goddamn right, I remember that.
You know with the
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Right. And look what you saying now.
Right.
You gotta take all that shit back.
Wow.
So I remember that but that's what I mean, growing up in them environments, I was able to like hold that shit in and express it just solely on the court. I'm hungry at the crib. I'm going through shit. I'm this, I'm that. I'm able to express this shit on the court and take it out on you motherfuckers in my own way.
Yeah.
And that's how it was.
Harnessing all that hard life back then.
You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't take DJ's tips of Mike's intimidation or your form of intimidation?
No, that was one of them. That was one. MJ, he talks shit sometimes, but it's like the fear of you waking him up. Like oh shit, I want to wake up Black Cat. Like, oh shit.
Black Jesus.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people was timid. Like, even though like I and it's like, if you was about that, I'm gonna wear you down.
Right.
Who gonna break first? Like, I'm gonna try to break you first before you get to me. And I felt like that's what made my competitive edge, like at a high level, pushed me to a high level, because I was willing to do anything on that court to win that game. And that's what people saw, like from my rookie year all the way till I won like the MVP. Like, oh shit, like this little nigga got, like, I can't put a finger on it, but he different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was.
What was that changing moment like? So,
Go ahead. What do you think?
what was that changing moment when you make it to the NBA? Where's mama going? Where's your brothers? Where's all that? What's happening there?
Everybody was good. I made it. First thing, bought my mom a crib. First thing, bought my mom a crib, got myself a ring.
Yeah, we got to try.
No, love. That's real. That's real.
That's how you do it.
Mama crib. First thing, bro, her crib, got my brother and them like situated, and like got myself like, I got like a range or something like that, and I got my teeth done. So it was like, you know how it is when you're a kid, you looking in the mirror, you like, man, fuck this shit. Like, all my pictures, I'm smiling like this, nigga. Like, smiling, not showing my teeth. That's something I was in, like insecurities about ever since I was younger. So I got myself situated, and and it was back to keeping it moving. Cause I'm with BJ, he telling me, hey, like even the playoffs, when I beat Boston, he used to not beat Boston, but just push them to Game 7. He used to like just say shit, and I used to wonder like, all right, why you cut off the conversation? He used to tell me shit like, all right, win the first game and we'll talk after that. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean win the first game and we'll talk after that? All right, I want to hear what else you got to say. So I'm out there playing in the playoff game, my first game against the Celtics, and I'm playing as if it's like a regular game, because he's making it seem like it's a regular game.
Right.
And he's like putting that battery in my back. I win the first game, and I'm very inquisitive. What else you got to talk about? If I win this first one, what else? Like, what's the next task?
Right.
What's next?
Right.
And that's the conversations he would have. He would push me mentally to like think the game in like different ways, to like break down the game, and like how to even like compete with Bron and them. I'm going back to the hotel. Hey, you see what they was doing? We coming up with whole schemes before I even go to Tibbs and he telling us the scheme. But in my head, me and him, we breaking down every game, seeing like how can we manipulate the game and in a different way. So it was great having him this whole ride.
So you was just Wow, that's a lot of focus.
The motivation is what's getting me. One moment you are motivated by poverty in the house, hard times in the house, your brothers, everybody going through. You're not in that situation anymore.
Yeah.
You went number one. Mama got the crib. All the brothers are situated. You got the car you wanted, getting your teeth together.
Yeah.
What's more? But you still find ways to harness all this other energy that comes from everywhere. It seems like now he's in your ear, and you're using that for motivation.
Yeah. But it was everything. It was it was really like cold. And I'm not saying this because I ain't trying to like get any shine off my brother just for saying his name. And you know what I'm saying? I signed with BJ and them and Arn Tellum at the time because that was Kobe's first agent. So I signed with him. I'm asking him everything about Kobe. This and that, what's going on, how he used to like do this and do that.
What were the things that you learned that nobody knew?
I mean, he worked on every summer he worked on 1 or 2 moves to implement into the year. Like kids, they work on, well, I'm not saying everybody, but you can't work on 10 moves and try to and implement that and you'll look fucking crazy.
Right.
So you work on 1 or 2 things, which is gonna take almost the whole summer, footwork, reverse pivot, with me shooting. And like when I realized that, I'm like, all right, like I want to see if he seen that I've been working on my shooting. He noticed it. Like, damn, you've been working on your shooting. Like, I'm like, oh shit, Cole noticed that. But I'm not telling him none of the stories that like, bruh, I signed with these people because of you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tell him none of this. Right. So my first 2 or 3 years, I didn't go to parties. I didn't go out to eat. I didn't go to concerts. I didn't do none of that shit because I'm thinking Kobe is not doing it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, he had, like, I'll tell you, but I'm thinking like he not doing it. I'm like, Kobe ain't doing this, and I ain't mentioning him. I ain't saying this. And we play different positions, but I could tell he was improving every year from when he came in. He was an athletic player, all athleticism. Then he went from that to being skilled, being able to shoot, etc. I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, and he's not showing nobody his workouts. So it's like, oh, he's like separating himself from people. And that intimidation, where it's like when you play against him, it's in the air, bro. When he catch the ball, you got 20,000 people in the arena, like you about to get fucked up.
Yeah. Right.
Like what move he finna hit you with, you know what I'm saying? And I end up getting an insight by, they had a game, or we had, during the lockout, one of my first couple of years, we had a lockout and they had like it's a dude in the Philippines, he a billionaire. He was going around giving people crazy bread to come over there and play in like an all-star game. Crazy bread. Of course, a lot of us, like 400, 500,000. Kobe at the time probably got $1 million to go over there and play. So we over there, me, CP, KD, Jane, everybody over there, damn near, like an all-star team. And I got my first insight to see like him like not, like he was tricking me the whole time.
What do you mean?
My nigga, when I tell you he was there relaxing, he was chilling, bro.
Yeah.
I got like, it seemed like the guy, whoever it was, let me see him like relax, just be cold and like have fun. I told you 3 years straight, I didn't do none of that. My friends coming out, they'd be in the club, they'd be like, hey, they'd text me and call me, hey, such and such in the club, he in the club right now, bust his ass tomorrow. What, he out right now? He came here and went out? I bet.
Wow.
Like, so,
that's serious.
Like, my whole shit was 3 years straight, I'm on that. I get a chance to see him out and chilling, and it fucked me up. Like, man, bro,
Like, you be going out?
you go out, you have fun, bro, and you still being this good. Get dead serious, dead serious. Wow. But that led to me doing something that's in the record books, like winning the MVP, like being locked in them 3 years. Doing, you know what I mean? Like, So I can never take that back.
You were the youngest to win the MVP?
Yeah.
Kudos.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's that feeling like? To know you're breaking records.
I mean, it's a good feeling, but at the same time, I mean, that's what killed me with people when they, like, after I had my injuries and shit, people like, man, like, he looked like he lost his confidence. He don't play the same, this and that. I'm like, lost my confidence. Like, I'm piecing it together to get to year 15. I'm on year 15 right now.
Right.
I gotta piece this shit together. I had the ACL, after that meniscus. I had 4 or 5 knee surgeries, eye surgery, elbow surgery, foot surgery, ankle surgery. I'm piecing this shit together. Y'all talking about confidence. I'm not trying to wear myself out, trying to please y'all just off the strength of, like, just for y'all, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your enjoyment, like, nah.
Did you feel like you was doing that before?
Nah, I wasn't. I was pacing myself through it. And I kept saying, man, once I put this all together, Art, in my line, once I put this shit all together, I'm gonna love my game. And I'm at a place now where I love my game. But it was killing me that they were saying, like, confidence. I'm like, what you mean? I called my MVP. I called that. 22, I called that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me, Art? I called that, bro. What the fuck is you talking about confidence, bro? Even though I don't boast or brag about it, seriously, bro. Like, I called that shit and I got it. Like, so y'all got me misconstrued with that. The confidence never left. I always felt like a king. I never felt like a slave.
Wow.
I never did. Used to pray about it, bro. Please, God, I got too much confidence. Who praying that? Who praying that, bro?
Wow.
Dead serious, bro. As a kid, that's why I treat everybody with respect. I got too much, bro. Like I get something's wrong. I used to think something was wrong with me, bro.
Wow.
Like it was a sin or something.
To be that confident.
To be that confident, bro, and never express it in that way. Like be boisterous about it. You know what I'm saying? Never. But holding that shit in and only being able to express it on the court, like it do something to it, and you trying to live right at the time. As a kid, I ain't doing shit crazy, no sinister shit, nothing like that. I'm trying to figure shit out. So, like, to hold all that in, like, it make you feel like you're doing something wrong.
You're a victim of your own success in a lot of. I mean, you're a victim of your own mentality. You're not saying it. You're just doing it.
I feel
in a world of people that are saying it.
And barely doing it.
Yeah, tattoos, jewelry, big, lot of chest beating. What you expect from is what we come to expect from alpha level athletes. And here you are, killing everything moving, and then dunk, win the game, and then walk off with a straight face while all your teammates is going nuts. You, Tim Duncan face, just nothing there.
Yeah,
that's what happens. People are going to put on you what they think they would be doing if they had that. You think what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So of course it turns into his confidence might not be up because look at him. Look at him. He doesn't look proud of that shot. He doesn't look proud of that. He's not bragging about it.
Yeah, that was the only thing that I was going through that was like killing me about people. Like going through all them injuries, it's like, man, looked like he lost his confidence. Like, nah, it wasn't never that. If anything, I was more like protective of like my family. Like when you going through shit, you got people in like just in the streets saying crazy shit. Like I act totally different than the people I hang around. They hot heads. So they want to fight, this and that. I'm calming them down. They come back to me and they seeing my vibration, feeling my vibration, like, nah. Like, don't be on, nah, we ain't on that. Like, we gonna make them pay for that. And that's being here 15 years after that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like and this why I tell my son, bro, like, this shit is a hustle. Like, I never define myself by my hustle just off the strength of people can try to attach you to that and attack that.
Right.
They don't know who Pooh is. You know who D Rose, this a character, my nigga.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you attacking something I put 30,000, 40,000 hours in.
Right.
which at the same time, in a crazy way, which is probably motivating you in some way. Because you never did it in your life with anything that you did. So you talking shit about my hustle, bro, like, which is a game. This shit, I look at basketball, this shit is a game. You know what I mean? Like, I never look at this shit as like it defined me, like nah, bro.
This is everything.
I got a question. Name one gladiator, or name 5 gladiators. Can somebody name one or 5?
Gladiator?
Yeah.
Russell Crowe.
Nah, seriously though.
Russell Crowe.
You probably can't. And the reason I say that is because it's all entertainment. 100 years from now, they gonna look at us as fucking gladiators. And nobody ain't gonna care. You get what I'm saying? We still playing in the same arena as them motherfuckers is playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't name one.
Wow. But how did...
Facts, bro. You can't, like, and
I
that's...
think 100 years from now,
I'm just saying, or 200, I'm just saying, X amount of years from now,
Right.
it's gonna be like, Right.
But do you feel like it's the things that you do off court that's gonna really cement your legacy?
For sure, and I feel like that's what I'm doing right now, by setting a standard for my family. Like, I really set a standard for my family, bro. Like Hall of Fame type of standard, bro.
Right.
Like, right now, I'm in the process of building, I got my own library, bro, that I'm gonna hand off to my family, bro. I'm the first to get an LLC in my family. I'm the first to sign for 8, 9 figures. Not saying money is anything, but when you're a working man, I'm the first to do it.
Right.
I'm the first to, have an occupation where I could travel the world. And since I was 18, 19, I'm the first one, to I mean, the list go on.
Yeah.
I'm the first to do a lot. But those Hall of Fame numbers to me, and don't get me wrong, because they probably don't put me in like the Hall of Fame or none of that shit like one day, but it's not gonna kill me or nothing because I executed every way, every step of the way with expectations on me since sixth grade. Hey, you know you're supposed to. After I won like a couple championships, hey, you know you got to win that next one. I did. Hey, you know you got to win in college. I went to the championship.
Right.
Hey, you know you got to win in the league. I got close. I won MVP with it though. And I've been on some successful teams, but I got pretty close. Hey, you know you got to do. And the next journey is gonna be something else, and I know I'm gonna smash that. And that's what I'm setting up with now. You see this right? This shit, Rose Chess. The Rose Club. This is a chess club I'm starting up, bro.
Wow. Can I
Like,
get one of those?
no, I'll get you one. But this, like, getting kids to, like, critically think, bro. Like, the only time kids critically think now is when they about to cause harm on a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or call it, but seriously, about to cause harm, though. You know what I mean? Thinking that they gonna get away with some shit. In reality, you get caught. And you using that energy in the wrong way.
Right.
Think before you pull that trigger. Think before you go mask up and get out that car. Think about your family. The only reason they don't feel like they don't care is because they feel like they ain't a part of shit. Right. If you had a family or if you knew history that go along with it, I always felt like,
Nah, keep going.
no, for sure. Like, if you don't know the history to it, you lost. The history make you whole, bro.
I used to I don't know, maybe I was different from the people around me, but I wasn't that different. Because I used to sit and think like, yo, how the hell we here? Like, it ain't just slavery. We ain't just, what else is there to us? Because it was depressing, seeing like friends getting shot and all that stuff, like people dying, and just not having like a legacy or something great to attach yourself to. Something, and I feel like there's billions of kids out there that feel the same way. That feel like I don't have nothing great to attach myself to. To say that I was part of that, or I got the same blood as. You know what I mean? Like not having that, and just feeling like, you know, you go to school, they say, oh yeah, I was butt naked in Africa, And we snatched y'all up, brought y'all over here. After 400 years, we said, y'all niggas will be free now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's nothing to take pride in. And you want to belong to something. And it wasn't until I started studying religions
Exactly.
and finding a connection with myself and some of the people, the figures that I've heard about forever, but now thinking in my mind, oh, they're black. They're like me.
Yeah.
What? King David might have looked like me, or such and such, or something. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
That gave me a sense of pride that made me hold my head high and make better decisions. Because I felt like, nah, there's greatness in me. I can be something great because I know I come from it. But a lot of these kids, they just looking for something to belong to. They don't even have like proper families. You know what I mean? The cousins doing fuck shit, their aunt ain't that close, see him in the street, walk by. Like they just looking for something to connect to that has some sort of notoriety.
I feel you.
And it's important to take our history prior to slavery. You know, that's another thing too. That's where a lot of connections are.
Yes, sir.
Great, you know.
Yeah. You could be running around in these streets and not know, you come from Mansa Musa, or you know what I'm saying? Not knowing the greatness within yourself.
Fact.
So, speaking of that, I would like to ask a couple questions. On your chest.
It's bigger time.
On your chest.
Yes.
Is that a black Israelite?
What you talking about? On this Mansa Musa.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Mansa Musa. Yes,
See it
sir.
clearly. And then I noticed on the other side you have your family.
Yes.
Who's the Grim Reaper?
Explain.
You have the Grim Reaper on your arm. Or what
No.
could be the Grim Reaper.
No, it ain't that.
So
Yeah, so I love magic. So my favorite magician was like Houdini. My name Pooh. I conflated Pooh and Dini and put Pooh-Dini. So it was some kids. I was in high school when I got the tat. You know what I'm saying? Right. Some shit like that. Right. And I ended up doing some shit like that. But that's what I mean, being a part of like what you were just talking about, being a part of the Matrix. Right. I didn't shake out of that shit until after I got hurt. So a lot of people may look at my story and be like, man, he's the biggest what if, blah, blah, blah. You right. What if I didn't get injured? I wouldn't have found myself. I still would have been a part of the fucking circus, bro.
What is the circus?
I mean, going along with the act.
Break it down, because you got into the NBA.
All right, let me just tell you. Right. The circus. Only looking up shit that's on Instagram that they feed to you. Mm-hmm. That's the circus. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, oh, Black history, you learn something about Black history, and it's like, oh, I'm about to look this up now. That's the Matrix. Instead of you going and looking up like, all right, if I'm into cameras, I want to know who made Sony, and I want to know how did he make his money, and who is his family, and what school did he go to, and what was his interest in making camera, what triggered him to make that camera, instead of you seeing it online, like, oh, a Black man made the camera, or something made the camera, this and that. I want to know the interest. And I didn't understand that till after I got hurt. Like, the hat I got on, like, my nigga. Yeah, for sure, but. This is my Liberty Bell, bro. You feel me? This is I'm free, bro. Like, I'm trying to get as much liberation as possible. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wear the hat. Motherfuckers want to know why I wear the hat. I wear the hat because I'm trying to break free. I'm trying to get free. I'm trying to get as much knowledge as possible. I'm done with information and education because it could be weaponized. Information, education, how can it be weaponized? They told you Christopher Columbus discovered America. That's weaponized it because he didn't lay foot on the fucking on the ground here. He just went around it. Right. You know what I'm saying? They started us off in Jamestown. It was people here way before Jamestown. It was people here way before the Indians. It was people, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, and we wasn't living in teepee. It was a lot of people that weren't living in teepees. You know what I'm saying? You know, here, New York, it was called New Amsterdam before New York.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying?
1624.
1620, facts.
Right, Henry Hudson.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to know. And that's the journey that I've been on. Like, yeah, you may think I'm this drab-ass individual, but it's like a concept. It's all a facade. I just want you to think wherever. Yeah, think I'm a hooper. All right, cool.
Right. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with being.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. But at the same time, I see how they just use that as the only thing to, like, certain, like, avenues to get you out the hood.
Right.
Like, I went to a vocational school. I learned how to weld. I seen my guys was in machine shop. I seen my other guys in mechanics. I'm looking at it, I didn't know there was a vocational school when I went there. Like I said, being in the unknown.
Right.
Like, I learned how to weld. I'm like, man, at the time I'm bullshitting, but I wish I would have kept those skills. But it's like, all right, how can I package this shit together so that I could, like, enlighten somebody else, or like figure out a way that it don't have to take a motherfucker to go through something drastic to, like, wake up. Like, it took, I told, blew out my knee.
Like
I woke up like, oh shit.
Right.
Like, bro, like, my nigga, they attacking me and my family. Like I said, thinking I'm a drab individual. Yeah, I ain't elaborating on none of the questions that y'all asked me. I'm from Chicago. It's kind of south. I'm talking. It's on some Mike Tyson type shit. So it's like only short spurts of, like, what I'm saying. So if you look at it, you like, oh, this kid ain't learning shit. He retarded or something. It's like, nah, I was thrust into this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you expect? Like, I was only in college for 6 months.
Well, they expected you to be groomed for this, like everybody else was.
Let me tell you the story. Hambrick, the dude I was talking about, in high school, he didn't allow us to talk to newspapers. So don't you know how kids now get, like, taught how media trading?
Yeah.
I didn't go through that shit until I was thrust in the league, huh? He goes, 20 microphone, hey, what you think about this? What you think about that? It's like, whoa, the fuck is going on?
Right.
So I'm scared, I'm nervous, they seeing I'm timid. I'm in a racist ass place like Chicago. It's very segregated. Motherfuckers ain't saying that, but I'm feeling the tension. These white men thinking that they got one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm scared. It's like, and they see me. You know what I'm saying? Until I got hurt, that's when I realized, like, not only that, but going through my rape case. Like I've been through the rape case. I'm in the office with him.
Rewind a little bit, because it. What were the exact details to that?
The rape case. What? So I'm getting, what you call the shit, the deposition, all that shit. I'm in there with an ego. They talking to me. I'm nervous as shit. I fumble on some consent shit. All right, we got a story with that now. All right, bet that's what you think, but when you hear the story, it's gonna be something totally different. That's what I'm thinking. You hear the shit's gonna be totally different. My agent like, hey, like, it's options to this shit. You can either fight this shit or motherfuckers, like, try to settle and all. I didn't know. I'm like, nah, I ain't selling, I'll fight it. Thinking, like, later on down the line, all right, bet. The shit come out like, hey, you gotta go to New York. I mean, you gotta go to Cali for 2 days to handle, like, to be on trial or whatever. The shit lasts for 7 days while I'm out there. 7 days. We studying. I'm like, what the fuck we gotta study for? Like, I ain't do shit wrong. Everybody's stories gotta be the same. You know what I'm saying? The whole process of, like, getting everybody on the same page.
Taking no chances.
All right, cool. I go through that. But while I'm in the room, why I say the rape case thing is because while I'm in there, they talking over my head. My fucking attorneys are, like, I had 2 attorneys. It's me and 3 of my guys that have a conversation with us. They'll turn to their attorney, another attorney, and talking a whole nother terminology. Then turn back to us. Nothing crazy where it's like, embarrassing us and no shit like that. But the fact that he had to have another conversation with him rubbed me wrong. So I'm like, never again I'll be in a motherfucking office where a man have to like talk over my head like that.
And then dumb it down to it.
You feel me? I said never again.
When it comes to your future.
Come on, bro, never again.
What happened in that situation?
The shit we slam dunking every day in court. I know it was a point system. Like when you're in court, it's kind of like points every day. You don't want to fumble over your words. You don't want to get caught in the all that shit. That shit got wiped under the rug like nothing. Like she tried. If anything, she owed me $20,000-$30,000 after the court case.
Lawyer fees?
Lawyer fees.
Do you recall what happened
with
her?
Nah, I don't know what happened. What you talking about with
female?
Oh, the story? What you want to?
The story.
No, it was some simple shit where it's like she say that we raped her on some sneaking into her apartment and like running a train on her with her like not knowing blah blah blah, and
she said she was drugged.
Drugged, and the shit was so far from the truth. Like you let us in the apartment, we went in one at a time, and it was so far from like a fucking train.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But she told the story, lied about it, and by the end of it, she owed like us some bread from it.
Did you collect?
Nah, I mean, wasn't no point.
I would have framed it.
Yeah,
I would have framed it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, at that time,
one for us. Score one for us.
Nah, around that time, I left there. I couldn't think about it like that. Like I said, keep it moving. Around that time, I'm thinking about like quitting the game. Like I come back here, like I get tired of hooping. Wow. Like, just like I said, just being a part of the circus, bro. Like dealing with anxiety every night. Like all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And like I didn't ask for fame at all. If I could be a dentist and nobody know my name and I could still live the way that I live, I will be fine with that, bro.
But what do you think of the biggest, what's the downside to being famous?
For me, it's just being out. I had to get used to like people showing love. Like I want to be in the cut. If you ever saw me in the cut, if I get balls to the tape, no motherfucking lights, no sparkles, none of that. My guys know that, none of that. Like we don't and I love them for that because they loyal to me. They move how I move, and none of that. So that's the downfall to it, where it's like I don't want none of it. Like even this, it's uncomfortable even talking about this. You know what I'm saying? But I have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Yeah. And I have to put myself in uncomfortable situations if I want to achieve what I want to achieve for my family.
You want to rise, you want to grow.
Yeah, exactly.
So comfortable spaces where you grow.
So that's what that's what I'm doing right now. But like I said, people fuck with me. They can relate, that just the vibration they can relate off of. Like, man, it's something about dude. But I never said how I grew up. I never told these stories because if you say this on ESPN, you going especially now, if I say this shit now, you're not gonna see it because they don't fuck with me like that. So you just gonna see, no, you ain't gonna see it. Am I lying, Art? Yeah, you're not gonna see it. So that's why I wanted to come here, because it's like, y'all platform, like, you let people speak, and it was just a feel. It's a vibration. I told you something told me to come.
Do you still wear the wristband?
Yeah, you talking about the guy? Yeah, I used to wear it. I still wear it.
What does the wristband actually say?
It was a wristband I used to wear from a dude from Atlanta, and damn, I can't. What used to say, Art? The one Lane used to have. Like I forgot exactly what was on it, but
the wristband says I play for Jesus.
For sure. Was it? Yeah. I thought it was something totally different.
Nigga, you made that up.
I did not make that up.
No, it was something similar. No, the facts. Facts. No, and there was something else on the other side. As far as no, it was something else on the other side.
What was on the other side?
Like something like, this is your road to heaven.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
And I mentioned that because I heard them asking earlier, like, what was your motivation? And I didn't hear you say that. So I was like, you know, it was like, I know the wristband says I play for Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, my whole perspective on like the reason or my drive of like playing this game, it changed. I told you, it used to be this where I always walk in gratitude. You know what I'm saying? I'm always grateful and thankful of like every day breathing, getting up, taking care of my family where they taking care of, like pray, all that. But when the shit become a business, I had to shift like my love to like my kids, where it was like I had my son at the right time, my oldest. I had him right when I was going through everything. So right when I had him, I'm like, all right, I'm solely doing it for like PJ. I'm only doing it for him, and that came from like his grandfather. One day telling me, this comes from like his mom's side. Mm-hmm. He say, he get on the phone one day, Reese, he say, bruh, Pooh, I know you're gonna do what you wanna do, but hey, PJ love going to them games. And it hit me like, damn, I ain't thinking about my mans. Mm-hmm. Like him having that experience of being on the court before the games. Mm-hmm. How did Steph Curry become Steph Curry? Mm-hmm. He was shooting on that rim ever since he was fucking 6 and 7 years old. Oh, right. That's why he got a push shot. Because he was pushing, you get what I'm saying? Right. His first real court was an NBA floor. So giving his son the opportunity, a chance to become whatever the fuck he want to become. Right. If you want this opportunity, it's here. And I felt like I was taking that away from him. Like, damn, I'm taking away his opportunity if he want to do it. And it made me like go back. It made me go back. So I leave New York. I go back home. I talk to my mom them. And at the time, I can't take it. My mom them over there, my guys over there, my financial advisor over there, everybody like, man, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. What's going on? Like, shit's crazy. Like you can't, like, they basically telling me I can't quit. I'm telling them, like, yes, I am. Like, I'm quitting, bro. Like, I can't deal with this shit no more. I'm totally different. Like, I ain't y'all. I handle shit different. Like, it's like, I can't take it. I remember my mom telling me, baby, you could do it. After she was cursing me out. Them simple words, right. Baby, you could do it. And I like mustered up enough strength to like go back. I go back, I hoop, still not happy. Still just doing it for him. And I leave here. What we go out to here? Where I go out? I fucking go to Cleveland. So I'm in Cleveland, everything going good. That's when I met Art, my man Art. Art, by the way, can I tell you a story a little bit? Yeah. So my best friend Randall, I was telling you about, his little brother Lane, RP Lane, they were best friends. And Art at the time was helping everybody in Chicago, from the Hoopers to J. Cole to if you needed a gym, Art in that, he's sleeping in the gym, helping people when he in college. So I bump into him and I'm like, bruh, come live with me. He like, all right, fuck it, I'm moving down there with you. I had to talk to his mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking a Jewish kid to come live with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I had to talk to her, make sure everything was cool. Right. She okayed it. He go down to Cleveland with me. Everything started off good. I fucking get hurt again. My ankle. At this time, my shit like really fucked up, and I'm like, man, like I'm done. Like I'm really done. And I knew I couldn't go back and tell my mom them because last time they just was like just on my ass about
just going back.
Going back. So I'm with my queen at the time, and like at that time, she the woman I was down with now, she changing my whole shit. Like when I met her, I had low hair. I met her, some told me, grow your locks. Grew my locks. Like holding my energy. whole shit, like just nah. No.
You know, she be changing people.
Look, misunderstood.
You got a knitted hat on right
No,
now.
I'm just saying.
That's like her signature.
If it was Erica, they'd be the pants.
That's like her signature. Right?
Knitted pants.
But she misunderstood. You look at her, you just thinking like, all right, she looked like a little white girl. People don't know she mixed and shit, and she's from the hood. You would just think like she went to, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I meet her, shit started to change. She like slowed me down. Like I just went through the rape case. She there. She didn't like shy away from it, run away from it because I told her like honestly what was going on. Like, bro, we ain't rape her. All right, I believe. We get through that. We go to Cleveland, and Art moved in with us. I had my baby girl, and I tell her. Like one of the reasons why like I love her is because we disagree about a lot of things. She's just not gonna tell me yes. You know what I mean? We disagree about almost everything, bro. And when I told her, like, one day we packed up all our shit. Art is in the house with us, bro. We packing up all our shit. He don't know what's going on. We just get our bags. I'm like, I know before we get our bags, I'm like, man, I'm done with this shit. I'm finna go to Mexico. You gonna come with me?
This is Cleveland.
This is Cleveland.
Right.
I'm finna just run away. I'm finna go to Mexico. You gonna come with me? She, no disagreeing. She saw my pain. Fucking, I'ma ride. Right then I knew I'm gonna marry you. You know what I'm saying? Like it was one of them moments like, damn, no, like you feel what I'm going through.
Right.
All right, bet, get your shit. Art see us leaving out the door. He like, what's going on? Like what's going on? I'm like, all right, we'll call you when we get there. He like, what the fuck? Like he's fucking panicking because my friends and them gonna call him like, hey, what Pooh at? Like, all right, we coming down there because my guys and it's like, hey, the season's still going on. Hey, what? He like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, we'll hit you when we get there. We go to New Mexico. We get there and I'm done. In my mind, I'm done. I'm getting all my shit together, this and that. And
New Mexico.
I don't know. It was just like the resort we was on was pretty nice, and I don't know. It was just a short flight.
Right.
No, it wasn't short. We ended up flying. We took regular flights, bro.
You took
Regular flights, man. Again, nobody called us. Like, or like peep that like we was on, like just leaving when the season was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and my agency, like they didn't know, like if we would have got a private, I would have to go through them to like order the private, this and that. So got regular flights, ended up flying from like connected flights.
Jeez, went through hell.
Went from San Fran to, you know what I'm saying? Look, at the time, I'm going through it, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's whatever. So we end up going from like San Fran, we end up leaving and going to Mexico or whatever. We down there, my financial advisor, everybody like blowing me up. My mom, everybody trying to figure shit out. Art, they cursing Art out because they like, motherfucker, you lied. Like, you know where they at. He like, I don't know where they at. They just told me that they was leaving.
Wow.
Get there.
Did they torture you out? Nah.
Why did you bring Art? Why
I just want to know.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like some Bonnie and Clyde type shit, bro. Like where.
Sometimes you need those moments.
Nah, bro. Art, come live with me. All right, cool. Yo, I'm out. I'm gonna call you when I get there. Wait,
He still had a crib to himself.
I was good. I was eating.
Nah, I know you good, but
Yeah. We get there, and the general manager called me and was like, hey, I know you might be done, but just come back and like we'll like take care of, like we'll like try to figure shit out. So I end up hearing them out. I go back. I'm having to talk to a therapist. Like I said, they think you this neurotic ass like character now. Like it's like, oh, he's spontaneous. We don't know what the fuck to think of him now. Like because he may leave this and that.
Right. You just pulled the Dave Chappelle.
You know what I'm saying? So I go through the process of that. I wake up one day, I look at the ticket, traded to Utah. Like, what? Traded to Utah? Nah, tell my agent they already got people that, like, waive me. I don't want to be there. They waive me. Now I don't got a job. Now me and Art is at Cleveland State working out every day, like trying to get back like to the league. We get the call from Tibbs. He's in Minnesota. He say, by the end of the year, I may have a spot for you, but it may not be at the position that you at. You'll be playing the 3. I'm like, fuck it. If I can squeeze in any way I can, I'll do it. I end up going to Minnesota.
What made you want to go back?
Yeah, that's what I was about to
you
ask.
gotta
2
let
seconds
that
ago,
go.
you were done.
Yeah,
You
you
were
were
in
done.
Mexico hanging it
New
up.
Mexico, Bonnie and Clyde.
Now you're working out.
Let me tell you, because all right, I end up Judy, right? Yeah. So it's a lady named Judy Seto that Kobe used to work with. She says, come out here to LA and I'll work on your ankle for you. And
Is she
she no, just she works at a clinic, just your typical ass like yeah.
right.
Come and let me work on your ankle and like you help you figure it out. We go out there for like a week or a couple of weeks or what?
It was like a week.
A week. And while she's working on my ankle, she's telling me about my fascia. You ever heard of fascia? Anybody? Exactly. Not your foot. I'm talking about just your skin. Like fascia.
Oh, okay, that's a different thing.
Yeah, exactly. It holds your skin together. Like your skin don't hold your muscles and all that shit together. You have a thin layer of skin that hold it together.
Right.
Come to find out, the shit on my ankle was all wound up. So she released that and I was able to like work out again. But at the same time, she's like my therapist. I'm asking the questions, she helping me out with shit, and she's telling me about my body even more. Hey, this is how like you should take care of your body, this and that. And like it put everything together for me where it was like, all right, I think I'm able to go back, Miss Judy. I call her Miss Judy. I think I'm ready to go back. I end up going back. And Tibbs ended up calling. All right, bet. I go to Minnesota after that. Once I found out that I can play, because I thought I couldn't play at all.
Right.
I can play now. I can get on the court and move around. We in Minnesota. I changed my shot, everything. Me and Art shot so much in Cleveland that like I had to get surgery later on that year because I changed my shit. But while I'm in Minnesota, prior to that, I'm in Minnesota. I get there at the 3. I'm just trying to find a spot in. I'm going through it because I'm spending my savings. Like I had to go and touch my savings. Mm-hmm. And that hit me, bro, because I'm like, damn, like, because I still wanted to live the way that I live. Right. Like without my kids having like to affect my kids, you know what I mean? Your kids used to certain hotels. When you make a certain amount of money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They used to certain shit. Right. I had to go touch my savings, and it hit me like, all right.
What would you say was the max that you had in your bank account to where you had to touch your savings?
I mean, I don't want to say that, but I mean, I wasn't fucked up. Let me just say that I wasn't fucked up. I'm way, like I'm good. Right. Even then I was good. Right. But the fact that like, I still had Art, I had him an apartment. I had to, I'm still buying shit, you know what I'm saying? I got overhead. Yeah, I got overhead. So, and I'm not trying to adjust. So I'm like, fuck it, I gotta work my way back to get like a contract, like another contract. Right. And by the way, ever since I was 22, I always made more money off the court than on the court. Wow. Ever since I was 22. And that's no knock to like the hoopers that's making 60, 100 mil right now. Right. My mindset was like, bruh, like hustling, like, hey, I make more than on. I make more off and on.
Where do you making money? What were you making money off?
Adidas. Like I signed a lifetime deal with Adidas. Right. I had different contracts with cards. I had contracts with, at the time, my appearances in China. Like all my Chinese fans, Nima Hao, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
Wheaties box.
Yeah, like all, you know what I'm saying? Like I still. Every like appearances, you know what I'm saying? Like different appearances and shit. Like you still make money. Right. I always made more money off than on. So
did that stuff add to the circus?
with
those appearances, all that, was that added pressure to do?
Nah, because BJ was helping me at the time. BJ was like telling me, he was around MJ when MJ went to the Olympics, and he made the market in China. Where now kids now, I mean, they stopped it since COVID, but you take a trip to China and you do appearances, and you know, just from you going over there, you get seen by a lot more people. And MJ was the guinea pig to do that. He was getting fined, wearing the shoe, all that type of shit when he was in the Olympics. Wearing it, and everybody went crazy. And they was winning all type of crazy shit. So BJ at the time was helping me like, hey, this is what we gotta do. You gotta go over there, you gotta do this. Crush it. It was killing me at the time because you're doing all the footwork shit. You go into appearances, you have the meetings for 6 to 8 hours straight, where it's like people coming in, you talking to them, you got a translator. I went through all that, but it helped me like in a way where like I'm able to get compensated, you know what I'm saying, in a different way. So I'm going through this, I'm in Minnesota. I don't want to change my lifestyle or living comfortably. I'm like, man, I gotta get another contract. Tibbs told me, like, all right, you play well, this and that, like we'll figure some shit out. I end up playing well. I played decent. And
he's playing good.
Yeah, I played decent, bro. But I mean, decent in Chicago, I mean good, you know what I'm saying? We kind of play low key with it. I played decent, and they end up like offering me. Did they offer me that?
Where?
Many?
Yeah, the second year.
The second year, but we didn't take it, right? So the second, I played decent. The second year, they was about to offer me, but by that time, I wanted out because I wanted to like bet on myself.
They
and that
offer you that something.
That's because they were saying they was saving money for like another player.
Yeah.
I end up going to Detroit after that, and like I'm at minimum. That's when I was at minimum, right?
Nah, you minimum.
I mean, I asked him because all this shit is like inflated in my mind, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all together, bro. Like the dates, all that shit. So, long story short, I went from being max to minimum to actually like getting like a decent contract, and at that time, nobody did that. So don't you know how you go into the market and you negotiate and you got like an example of someone that previously did that? Nobody was there. So
you broke that mold.
Exactly. And the shit ended up working out.
I'm still trying to figure out where the motivation came from. That's the only thing that
bring it back. I think I just needed a break.
He was, okay, I'm going to talk about you like you're not here. He was gone. He was about to retire. The injuries hit. He's in Mexico. And now all of a sudden, somewhere between point A and point B, he now wants to play again. No, I understand that he can play because of the physical therapy.
I don't think you're getting an accurate description of the pain. That's why we're not understanding.
I'm taking the overall, I'm trying to figure out.
How hard was it when you found out Chicago was trading?
Tough. I thought I'd always be there like my entire career, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave it like my all, played hella team, like played great, and that's what I mean. Like that's when I felt Chicago in like a different way, not in a different way, but it was similar to like you. I mean, let me tell you, like we playing in games, it went from them cheering for me to them like, I'll shoot a shot, pass the fucking ball. Wow. It's the fans.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, it's some quiet, it's subtle, real subtle, but I can hear that shit.
Right.
Like, whoa, that's the first time I heard that, bro. Like, oh shit. Like shit changing. I still didn't think I'd be traded though. Still playing, the media got into it, where they flipping shit, making it seem like it's something that it wasn't, where it's like, all right, he looked like he don't want to be here. He looked like he's going through it. They should trade him. Once you start seeing that shit, hearing that shit, it's kind of like true, like what's going on.
Yeah. You think that's the organization's kind of like prepping people for what they're gonna do?
Let me tell you. So me and my brothers, we go have a meeting with the front office, and my brother not saying nothing. I'm just telling the office, the two people at the time in the office, just talking to him. Like, I felt like that was my time to show my brother, like, hey, like, I'm here now. Sit back. I got this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm little bro grown up now.
Right.
Hey, y'all doing, I see this, I see this, I see, not in a crazy way.
Yeah.
Tone wasn't crazy or nothing, but I see what's going on. You can't treat me like I'm a kid no more, bro. I see what's, like, to me, I could tell.
Right.
Right after that, couple months go by, I'm traded. So they couldn't take me, like, being honest with them in a way.
Mm.
And this is my first time saying this, and I ain't trying to shit on the organization or anything like that, but they tell they side to it, but it's like you never hear, like, the other side, and which is my side. It was to the point where one of the media people, bruh, I'm in Minnesota, Art hit me with an article one day. It's like towards the end when I'm about to leave. One of the guys that's on me every day, I come in there, he got flip-flops on, he just staring. Like, he asked me crazy questions. I could feel the vibe. I'm not looking at him, but he asked me crazy shit. It's to the point where the other media people laughing at him because they know it's about to be some crazy shit that's coming out of his mouth.
Right.
I'm acting like I don't hear him though.
What's the crazy shit? What's the crazy shit?
Bro, at the time it's they was trying to pit me and another teammate against each other. Hey, do you think that he's supposed to be taking the shot? Do you think that? No, I'm in Chicago at the time.
Oh, it's Chicago.
I mean, he's talking about Chicago at the time. So, do you think he's supposed to be taking the shot? Do you think this supposed to happen? This and that. I'm like, all right, bet I see what you want. This same dude, he had to apologize. Wrote an article before he left the newspaper in Chicago and like retired. He had to write that shit out in an article so that he could get it off his conscience, bro. You get what I'm saying? Where you blatantly attack, bro. My family. He was attacking my family, calling me dumb, like saying personal shit, bro, which journalists don't supposed to be doing in basketball.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, this is blatant. He's attacking me, bro, and nobody's not saying nothing. And I'm not saying nothing at the time because if I say something, like, angry black, man. I'm in Chicago. I've told you, it's different than, like, it's real subtle.
Was that trade the start of the circus?
Of what?
Was that when you started looking around like, yo, wait a minute, I'm in the circus?
Kinda, not all the way, because at that time I'm figuring shit out. I got injured years prior. I'm trying to get wrap my head around, like, all right, I'm thinking about my game, how I'm trying to piece my game together. They're not allowing me to piece my game together. I'm averaging 16, 17. They still want me to average 35, 30, all type of shit. It's like, bruh, let me piece my game. I just had the ACL. Let me piece my game. It take 2 years, first of all, to even come back from that to feel fully right. It don't help that Adrian Peterson the next year after I told my shit won the MVP. So they comparing mine to like his. I'm like, bro, that's two different sports, bro. Like, what the? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's adding on to the fire. So I'm seeing that, and I'm like, bro, like, all right, I didn't feel that it was coming, but I'm like, all right, something's gonna happen. And no, I didn't think that. I'm thinking like, all right, they're gonna keep giving me a chance. And it didn't work that way. They ended up getting me out without even like letting me know.
Was BJ Armstrong able to give you some of Michael Jordan's workouts? Being that he might have known some of them?
Nah.
When you're rehabbing? Okay.
Nah, B, he kind of just let me do my thing because he always knew that, like, I knew what I was doing. Like, he never wanted to, like, step in my way. He'd give me advice, but he knew I was headstrong. So he'd be like, all right, I'm going to tell you this, but I know you're going to do what the fuck you want to do. But I at least got to let you know what's going on. Right. But the hardest shit that, like, going through that was, like, having, like, these plans of, like, you know, you're a kid. You like, man, getting injured. You like, all right, I want, like, killing my ego. And what I mean by that, even though I wasn't, like, like boasting or bragging about it. It's like, all right, I had a goal that I wanted to hit numbers wise. That once I got injured, I knew that shit was wiped off. Right. So what I mean by that, my first contract, like it's a crazy amount, close to 100. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, I want to be able to, like, my next contract gonna be something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Right. For that to just go away. And you looking at your peers get paid. You get what I'm saying? Right. And it's like, damn, I never touch that shit again. Yeah. So that's what I mean, killing your ego. Like, I gotta reset over. I gotta reset everything. I gotta put myself like at the bottom and like grind my way to like get to where I really want. I'm sorry. No, you good.
Do you think you came back too soon?
No, I came back. That's why I'm here right now. I came back at the right time. Normally, prior to me, and that was like a big fuss. Prior to me, like coming back, people was coming back within 5 or 6 months, and off of ACL.
I'm sorry to cut you.
No, you good. You good. No, you good.
You said prior game.
Yeah, prior to me, people was coming back 5 or 6 months. I ain't want to talk about ACL. Am I lying right? After that, I took a year off because they steady asking me. That's what I mean with the media. Are you coming back? Are you coming back? We see you working out. When are you coming back? Putting this pressure on the fan base. Yeah, when is Derrick coming back? You know what I'm saying? We seeing you work out. So when I did come back, it's already like, man, all right, you ain't giving us what you used to give us. All right, get the fuck out of here then.
He's not himself anymore.
Yeah, he's not himself. Like, bro, can't do it. Like, we're done with you.
So was there any team, was there any players that helped you through that process?
I mean, I had a few people.
Tell about that.
I had a few people that tried to help, but I felt like I had to get through that shit by myself. And that's why I said I had to figure out like who I was. Like leaving them, like shaking up out of the matrix. Like, all right, like who am I? Like this whole time, people been calling me D Rose. Like that shit, BJ said that shit was a character. I was kind of falling for that a little bit. Like I was really believing that. All right, now who is Pooh? Like what you gonna stand for? Like what standards are you gonna set for your family still after you achieve what you wanna achieve on the court? Do you know that basketball ain't everything? Like asking myself all these questions, bro, that led me to knowledge. Cause I was getting information from everyone, information coming in left and right. But no knowledge of self. I self-law and master. Not saying that Islam, that's just a saying. That's just something to stand on. You get what I'm saying? Right. Like mastering myself. A lot of people talking to myself, figuring out what's what. Like it was just hard to do at the time.
This journey started when you got injured.
When I got injured.
Because you were able to slow down and stop.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You had to find something within yourself to not feel defeated by that.
For sure.
Right. This is a little fucked up, but I gotta ask. One of the popular perceptions is that Tibbs plays you too many minutes and fucks your music.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
I don't think so.
He really leans on his starters a lot.
He do, but at the same time, he get a lot of them paid. If a lot of them didn't play them minutes, they wouldn't have got the contracts. They ask Jimmy that. Ask Duval that. Ask Joakim that. He played there. If they didn't play them minutes, they could, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you're not touching them 37, 38 minutes, you're not getting that contract. So I understand that. I totally get what you're saying. That can be it's an interesting conversation.
Yeah, like you make a bunch of money,
yeah,
but your career is shortened because you got these injuries to go through.
I feel you, but it's other coaches in the league too, other guys in the league that play big minutes too. Like Giannis. It's how you take care of your body. You get what I'm saying?
You knew then what you know now.
What you know now. Yeah. Technology change. Yeah. Guys are able to play. That's how I'm able to play 15. Technology change. Like I feel like I still got a 4 or 5. Like I still feel fresh because I took the time off, that year off. If I didn't take that year off, bro, I would have been done. Done. No way I got to year 10 if I would have came back too soon. You know what I'm saying? So like yeah, just being fortunate and understanding like, hey, this is a business, and guys want to play them minutes too, even though they may bitch and whine about it, or people may perceive it that way, like, man, he's playing too many minutes. Right. Guys want to play them minutes too.
But you're part of the reason why people say he's playing too many minutes. They don't want to see what happened to you happen to somebody else.
I feel you. I totally get it, but Tibbs didn't just tell me to hop in the air.
But he knew what your game was. He
I'm just, nah. He didn't know that at that time. Right. I hear people, I totally get it. Like, damn, if he would have took him out, he wouldn't have got injured. At the same time, I jumped in the air and came down wrong. I could have easily pulled that bitch back out or slowed down. Right. You get what I'm saying? That's the shit I think about all the time. Oh, I used to think about, like, damn, like, why did I, like, could have been totally different. Why I didn't slow down just to go past and get, you know what I mean? I fucked up. Or it was meant to happen.
Right. Still trying to figure, are you motivated by money now?
Nah.
Because a lot of what we heard was, I don't want to decrease my lifestyle. I still have overhead.
Yeah.
You go from not wanting to play at all to realizing that now I have to touch my savings. I need a new contract.
Yeah.
So it sounds like, whereas before the motivation was the love of the game, the love of the ball, love of busting somebody else's ass on the court.
Yeah.
Go through all that stuff. Now it sounds like I need a new contract.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand both sides of it. Where it's like, for sure. Like, no, it's not there. It's just that, like, I want to be able to, like, how can I put this? Use the finances that I get right now to build or do exactly what I want to do with their check.
Okay.
Like, you can't. I still can hoop. You can't get mad at that I can hoop. Yeah. If I'm on the floor, I still can produce. You can't get mad if I can produce. Yeah. I should be getting a check for this. Don't get mad because I'm out here and I'm still thriving. And like I said, my kid, yeah, I do think about it in a way where my kids, like, my shit coming out here, New York, my son go to a school, that shit costs $40,000, $50,000. Yeah, I gotta think, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, in a way, I gotta make sure that, like, like I said, giving him opportunity to, and I give him free will. I let him do to a certain degree, where it's like, all right, what school you want to go to? Public school, or you want to go to this school? I take him to both. Hey, I'm liking this school. Why you like this school? Dad, I like the campus. Fuck. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, but we got the finances to do that because I saved right. So I got to be able to, like, take care of you. Yeah. And I can't get mad or feel a way about me wanting to take care of my son by, like, giving him the best education. Yeah.
So the motivation now, I'm just going to walk through it real quick.
Yeah.
I hear I'm going to do the best for my family. At the end of the day, I'm a working man. This is my occupation. And now mentally, I've learned to deal with what comes with my occupation. So it's not as taxing as it used to be.
Exactly.
So now I can deal with it. Now I can get the money because it's my job. Mm-hmm. Now I'm cool doing my job because I've learned how to process everything that comes with it.
Exactly. I mean, just like what y'all doing here. Like, it's going to come to a point where somebody may throw some crazy bread at y'all at one point. And it's like, damn, we first started off, this shit was just regular loving conversations. Like, us, you know what I'm saying? Right. And some money get involved, and you be like, oh, shit. Yeah. Okay, you take the money, right? A certain amount of years, you get used to living a certain way. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, shit, like, then something changed. It's like, oh, no, I don't like that feeling. I got to be able to, like, maintain it. Right. Like, because your kids used to certain shit now. Right. I told you I've been having money since I was 18. Mm-hmm. So I've been living a certain way since I was 18 and, like, but, like, smart. Right. Like, I've been had a will, I've been had a trust since I was 18.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And life insurance since I was 18.
Will, trust, hear that.
I've been had a 529 plan since I was 8 for my kids.
Right.
Since I was, since I started having kids, but 401k, all that I've been managing that ever since I was 18. So it's like, all right, and that's through my financial advisor. It's creepy, as scary as fuck when you go through it when you're 18. What, Toy? I gotta do what? Hey, you gotta put who's the beneficiary? Who you want on there?
Right.
All right, now this is a trust fund, private trust fund. This is gonna put everything under the umbrella, so you save. What you mean under the umbrella? Just listen, Derrick, I got you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, Toy, I'm hitting her. Anything come up, she hitting me up. Hey, boy, why you stealing from yourself? I go to the bank, right? Now I'm young, I'm 18, I go take some money out the bank. Take like 50 or 100,000 out the bank. She'll text me or call me. Hey, why you stealing from yourself? I'm doing it without her consent though.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to the bank on some young shit. Hey, give me that. I'm about to go shop. I'm about to do this, do that. Why you stealing from yourself? I see you. Man, you ain't stealing from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She putting that shit on my mind. I'm like, like, fuck, I ain't taking it back, Toy. You gonna have to deal with it. You gonna have to live, hey. Right. But she putting that on my mind since I was 18, 19. And yeah, I'm used to a certain way of living, but at the same time, I can't, like, you know how it is. I mean, shit, y'all gonna get to that point. You can't feel bad about it.
But you were gonna dead it though.
Yeah.
You were in New Mexico. That's what I can't get past. You were going to dead all of that. Your own words, which I'm still bugging.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
But I'm not over the fact that there was a second where you were gonna walk away from all of the above. And just being, was there a plan in Mexico or what you were gonna do? Because you were staying at an expensive resort.
What exactly drove you to Mexico?
Can't tell them, all right, for real? Or,
What?
You said we could ask you anything.
all right.
Yeah. That's what he said, yo. He said we could ask him.
All right. So I had to shift like the paradigm where it's like, all right, instead of y'all taking advantage of me, it's gonna be vice versa. Like I said, you can't stop that I know how to play. If I get healthy, I'm gonna be on the court. As long as I'm on the court, you're gonna have to pay me. So that's where the model came from. Like, fuck it. Like, if I just gotta get back on the court. If I get back on the court, I put in enough hours to do what I gotta do. And that comes with in this league, now, you are betting and all that comes with a crazy amount of money. I know I won't get that like max deal or whatever it is, but I'm gonna get more than enough. And that's where I'm at right now. Yeah. Where like nickel and dime, like come on, like I'm gonna take penny, whatever it is. That penny is over time is gonna add up, and I'm able to like do whatever I gotta do with it. So I'm a nickel and dime. I just went to Senegal. We was the first, like I took my high school team along with like one of my guys that's gonna be the coach within like the next year or two. We was the first people to take a American team over there and like hoop. You get what I'm saying? Like changing the kids' perspective. Right. We get over there, like they timid, they nervous at first. I got Joakim them over there. They with me. Joakim had to talk to him that night, like, hey, I know it's a culture shock to y'all. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, being over there, you away from your family, like you isolated in a way, but he like, it's normal. Once they heard that, bruh, they was cool right after that. But it's bigger than that because when these kids, they in high school, right, some of them was like freshmen and sophomores, so they'll be able to go on this trip 3 or 4 years before they actually get on the college campus. Right. When you get on the college campus, it's foreign to you. You scared, your responsibilities hit you, you don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get used to it. It shouldn't be nothing if you went to Africa and you over there, then you go a few times, then you go on the college campus. It's gonna be light. Right. Should be light. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Like creating that, like this is light.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what, like I told you, like using the money, the capital that I'm getting now to do things like that, to bridge, doing special shit like that.
I love this. I want to take a 5-minute break. I like that. It's not the typical, like you're not going where I expected, but you're kind of putting in people's mindset, like, yo, think about the future. Don't just get caught up in all the shit. Like, really think about your future. Cause the lights and everything, yeah, people get like a deer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
Stuck. But they don't. You never really know how your path is gonna roll out. Or
that's
one
real
of the
shit.
things that makes people like great or revered or creates legacies is no matter how your path goes, finding a way to rise. And when you figure it out, even if it's okay, we're not doing that, still finding a way to be great. Like, it's not just that. If I can find another way, I'm still great. I'm still who I am.
Real
inside.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same thing that got me there is just it's in me
still there
to be great other places. You dig what I'm saying?
I know, I totally get what you're saying.
If there was anything
that
you could go back and you could redo, what would it be?
Go back and redo.
Anything that you could change, you feel like, yo, at this moment right here, if I could just, they made a time machine.
Yeah.
They charge $1 million. I'd gladly spend $1 million to go back and do this.
Nothing. I swear, nothing. Like, seriously, bro. Like, I was raised on tough love. And the way I grew up, give me the toughest shit, because I know, like, with me going through that, it's gonna make everything light. And I know, like, the shit is never gonna stop. You know what I mean? If I do go back and fix it, that's not gonna say that's the end of my problems or the end of the challenges that's coming my way. It's always gonna be something next, especially if you dreaming, especially if you still using your imagination. Like, I'm 33, I'm still dreaming and using my imagination. You know what I'm saying? Like, society try to stop you from doing that by blocking you, by using your phone, by being on your phone, stealing all your dreams, imagination, all your ideas. You put them on the app, they're gonna steal them. That's why I don't guide you like that. I hold all my shit in. I write notes. I got hella notebooks. I got, I got 10 journals. You know what I'm saying? That, like, I write in, so that, like, I'm holding my shit. Selfish with it. Selfish with my ideas. I'm selfish with my feelings. Nah, I don't want nobody to know what I'm going through like that. Especially giving it to y'all like that. Nah. And y'all just taking it and spending it and making bread off of it. No. I'm forming my ideas now so I can, like, fulfill what, like, I feel like I'm here to do, and that's to build an empire. Because an empire is not a nation. It consists of many nations. And everybody that I grew up with, I got a lot of close friends. A lot of people don't got friends like that. I got a lot of close friends, which they show me loyalty. Like, none of my friends didn't come out and do an interview about what I'm telling you right now. Not one of them. Not one. And they could have, you know what I'm saying? They could have easily did it. And I thank them niggas every day for that. In the group chat, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, bro. Y'all gonna let me explain my story, express my story, bro. Y'all giving me the time to assess my thoughts and really understand what we all went through. I ain't get here by myself. That's one thing I wanted to say. I ain't get here independently, none of that. I know that y'all say that a lot in y'all field, but once you independent, what's the first thing you do? You form a team. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't get here by myself. I got here from a fucking team of people that understood that, first off, that knew that I was gonna execute the plan. Like, man, Shorty might execute that plan. Matter of fact, we know he is. He locked in.
Right.
We gotta protect him by any means. And I feel like it's only right that, bro, I got y'all to the end. Like, they more than taking care, like, they super good, but it's like, we know what we want, and we building that by building the empire. My guys them doing different shit too. They not leaning on me, asking me for bread and nothing like, never. I give them shit just off the strength of just who I am.
Right.
I look out for man, we employ hundreds of people, bro. I just don't talk about it. But it's everybody got this slow, everybody eats. Yes, bro. Like in shot, for sure. I just don't express, I just don't put it up on a gram or nothing like that. I do my shit quietly, just off like my OG did. Like Dre, everything quietly. And we always move that way, because we're not here to impress nobody from social media, nobody in the world. We got here by just grinding and understanding the plan and head down and loving each other. Like seriously, loving each other. They know, I know if I'm gone, I know my kids taken care of.
Right.
One of my guys, they know their kids are taken care of. My guys are in my will. You feel me? Like, that's something that don't gotta be like expressed, but it's like, bruh, like, it's to the end. We always say that, bro. You know, it's love to the end, bro, and beyond.
How hard is that to keep? I mean, not just the team around you, but like even when you're playing or you go to another team. How hard is it to keep the team together?
It's extremely hard, but I've been around these guys ever since I was in 6th and 7th grade. That's what I'm trying to tell.
Right.
Everybody that I hang around, I've been around them ever since I was in 6th grade, bro.
Wow.
So went through the downs, went through the falls. One of my best friends is Tony Allen's little brother. Tony Allen, when he made it to the league, he used to, my high school, we had a blast, nigga. He used to give his Range Rover on 24s. We ran through Chicago with a range by TA in Boston, playing. I'm looking at TA like, damn. Like, he taking care of his family like this. They in the burbs, they living like this. Ryan, y'all was living on the west side. Y'all was dirty as hell. Now y'all clean as hell. Like, I'm looking at it totally like TA, even though he going through that little shit, it's like he gave me an insight of like how like family is supposed to be, how a league dude is supposed to take care of his family. Dropped his little brother off, like take care of his little brother. I don't got a little brother, so I'm gonna spoil my brothers. Yeah, big bro, yeah, we good. Like, you know what I'm saying? My big bro, they know they good. My mom spoiled her, even though she's stubborn, spoil her. Like, but making sure that we all are going through this together. Right. By being transparent, by having them hard conversations, by them taking constructive criticism. Yeah, I may be talking to you stern in a way sometimes, but it's because I love you.
Right.
Don't take this shit personal.
Right.
I know you got something great in you. Hey, it could be, stop blowing. You gotta stop smoking. It could be anything, bro. I gotta say it to you though. I gotta put on your mind so that when you hit that blunt or whatever it is, damn, they gonna know that I'm smoking. And these regular guys, they don't, you know what I mean? They ain't getting drug tested and nothing like that. Get your mind right.
Be on point.
Be on point.
How hard is it to hear that criticism?
No, I'm sending it to them. They regular Joes. I mean to, like.
How hard is it for
them.
you to hear that criticism when it comes back? Because a lot of communication is open.
It's whatever. I mean, that's why I mean tough love. I was raised that way from my mom now. It was my mom my mom was the oldest of her siblings. She got 3 younger brothers. She was the sister that, hey, I'm finna get my sister to come over here. She was that.
Right.
So she going over that beating broads up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like my uncles and them scared of her. Like to this day, like scared of my mom. I mean, she an old lady now. But the fact that the work that she put in feared them, bro. They 60-something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's all I was raised around. Like I said, I give off this calm demeanor and all this vibe. Yeah. Bro, I'm totally different than anybody in my family. And I chose to break the curse. Right. You get what I'm saying? I chose to break the curse. If I didn't, I'd be acting a fucking fool, bro.
Sometimes it's hard to talk to the guy who's in charge.
I hear you.
That's why I'm asking.
I hear you.
Sometimes speaking to the guy who's in charge, critiquing him, you have to do it with kid gloves sometimes because they don't always take it. Sometimes they don't want to admit that they're wrong.
Sometimes you just gotta let your nuts hang and be like, yo.
Yeah, but that comes with
this
consequences.
Is what's going on.
That comes with consequences that some people aren't.
If you can't speak freely, then you're not in a good situation.
That's the responsibility of the leader. That's why I was asking.
To create that environment.
Right. You have to create the setup to where your people feel like they can come to you and go, yo, you're fucking up.
You fucking up. Oh, what? You think I didn't hear?
What you're just doing is
yes. Yeah, that's all right. Let me tell you this before you. So look, right? We have this. All right. I'm having like an interview. During the interview with the Bulls, I say like, man, I feel the racism shit. So I say this shit, I don't want to repeat it, but I say this shit like, man, if me and such was like light skinned, we wouldn't be going through this. They shied away from it. The whole media never brought it up. They shied away from it. I go back, I knew I was on to something, right? I go back to the crib, 2 of my guys in there. I go in, what up, y'all? What's good, brother? The whole vibe off. I'm like, what the fuck going on? They're like, you tweaking. The fuck is you doing exposing your hand like that, bruh? Like, you shouldn't be saying that. Like you up there showing them what you really going through, this and that. You supposed to be masking that shit. You never say what you really feel, bruh. You play the game, nigga. Basically, that's what they saying. Right. Play the game. Right. I'm like, bruh, I'm arguing with them like, bruh, I'm going through this shit by myself. Like, y'all ain't in there. I'm feeling these white men looking at me crazy. They coming in with flip-flops, looking at the cars I'm pulling up in, looking at what I'm dressing, me not playing, them looking at my checks, and I'm feeling this shit. They like, nigga, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear it. Matter of fact, I'm gone. One of my guys, I ain't talked to him for 7 years, 8 years. And he's the coach that we just connected and took the kids to synagogue. Wow. You feel me? The nigga had to step away. Like, y'all, you tweaking, bro. I'm stepping away. At that time, like, nah, I'm not rocking with nothing that you got going on right now because your vibration off. You let them get to you. And I felt that right when I went in the room.
That's just the way you need to hear it?
Right, like, none less. It's nothing less. I let them talk however they want to feel, however they want to talk. They grown men.
You got respect for them.
Yeah, nothing but, I show nothing but respect, bro. I show, because at the same time, I told in Chicago, if you don't do that, people will look at you in a certain way. You off. Like, you a problem now. So I show respect to everybody. That's how I was able to move throughout the whole Chicago without a problem.
If you guard what you say to your so-called friends, associate, or something like that, that person is not to be trusted. That's just the truth.
I agree with that. It sounds like one of the toughest things you had to deal with was the media.
Yeah.
What is that culture like? From somebody on the outside looking in, like what makes it so difficult to handle?
I mean, they want you to be this. I mean, at the time, they were trying to figure out, like, where are we gonna place you at? We already got Brian, we already got this player, but you just came out of nowhere. Like, where's your spot? Right. I won MVP. Oh, shit. Can he be the face of the league one day after Brian goes? You get what I'm saying? That, like, all these thoughts come up. Like, we didn't expect him to be here at all. When you're an introvert, you're not, like I said, elaborating on your answers. They want to have one-on-one interviews with you. Yeah. I'm not giving them that. So this the first time I had, like, seriously, it's the first time.
Yeah,
you know how many times I had none? Is if you do see them, you see them like controlling what I'm saying, where it's like very typical, like your typical like hooper, where it's like, yeah, no, I want to play, like all that type of shit.
Do you guys like live in fear of what you might say by accident?
At the time, yeah. I mean, when I was going through that, yeah, but not now. Like, that's why, I mean, and now I'm in a totally different spot where they ain't trying to put me on camera or anything like that. So I'm able to like chill, yeah, be in the back.
Well, during the whole COVID situation, out here in New York, Kyrie took a stand and not get the shot.
Yeah.
How did the league or the players in the league?
We fucked with it. I saw Kai and I told him I fucked with it. But I totally fucked with it. But I mean, my situation is different than his. At the time, I mean, yeah, we two different people. Like when I said, like, and there's no knock on Kai, nothing like that. As a man, a provider for my family, like I die for my family. I mean, if that is some is in that, whatever's in that shot, I took many shots when I was going through grammar school, high school, whatever.
Yeah.
Give me that shot if I gotta die for my family. That's how I took it. And that, like I said, no knock on Kai. I ain't trying to like start no controversy. I understood that.
Right.
But at that time, what I'm making, I'm trying, like I said, trying to maintain, I ain't hurting for money, but trying to maintain my family, like living. Give me that motherfucker. Or whatever it is, I gotta go in this room and blow myself up, whatever it is. But they good, I bet. Kidnap me, whatever.
Right. Wow. So,
That was deep.
Yeah, that was deep.
I didn't make it past the blow myself up.
Sheesh. Being that you come from Chicago, in 2024, they're set to change the laws there. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, it's a little different.
That's something amazing to me. I don't know if you're familiar with it. So basically in 2024, Chicago's going to turn into the purge. They're going to kill the bail, people that is for murders and all of that stuff that's locked up that will be let out, that is not been convicted. There will be no more bail. And this is, I mean, you can elaborate, but I want to
yeah, it's a little different. I mean, if you read the whole man, it's a little different. It's a little different. Like you, yeah. It's not exactly right. Like the police officers, like the pros to it, they get more calls. The inmates will get more calls, 3 of like 5 calls than what they normally did. The police officers, if they turn their camera off, it'll be more severe punishment on them if their camera go off, and etc. Now with the cons to it, I don't think it's really like that. Where like the bail shit may be a little bit different, but I'm not the one. I don't get into like politics like that. I just like state the things that I know some of the things that I know. But I don't think they're gonna let it like become like that though, G.
Yeah. A lot of that has been inflated by the specific guy who's spinning that wheel is a dude who's running for office.
Yeah.
And he's Republican. So he's spinning it to incite fear in the law, but it's not I'm trying to remember like some of the intricacies and some of the finer points of it because I read it. But when you read the whole thing all the way down, they'll still be locked up depending on what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like
I just said that.
Yeah, but it's not like the whole.
But murders will still be get out though. That's what it's.
Yeah, no, that's part of it. That's not exactly accurate. It won't be. They can't hold them the same way they used. I don't want to speak on it because I don't want to misspeak. But I'll show you what.
And it was just very interesting to me.
And it was like a little clip going around on the gram or some shit like that people were showing me. No, not somebody talking, but it was like notes of like damn near saying it's a purge. But if you look at the bottom, it's like a low ass town in Illinois that end up that made that foul or that deck out to make it seem like
to paint it.
Yeah.
It's not. It's smoke. That shit is capped. That shit is capped. They
trying media doing sneaky shit.
I mean, how often do they paint Chicago as The Purge now, every time you turn around, anytime a white supremacist wants to make a point, the first thing he says is, what about all the black on black crime in Chicago?
For
How do
sure.
you feel about that? All the gang violence that's in
Yeah,
Chicago.
drill music and all that. Like, did Chicago
I felt
change or
it.
did
Yes.
it become...
Yes. I felt that shit. Everybody felt that shit in Chicago. When that music came, for sure you felt it. And that's what I mean being a part of like the Matrix, where like with what we got with melanin, you can only create or destroy. It ain't no thin line. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't no thin line. People walk the thin line and say shit, but at the same time, you crossing over. So it's like your chakras, what you saying, your throat chakra. I went through, I said I was gonna win MVP, I won it. What's in me? Melanin. I could create whatever I wanna create. If I manifest, if I think about it, to think or to produce, I got to think. If I ain't thinking, I ain't producing. You feel me? If you're thinking about the wrong shit and you got melanin in you, you're just gonna gravitate to the bullshit way. That's vibrations, that's magnet, yourself being a magnet. You drawing everything to you. And you talking about the wrong shit, of course
Yeah.
that's
gonna come.
that's what I'm saying. Now you throw that with money on the other side, you put money on it. Shit, if I am saying this and I'm getting paid this,
What do I do?
If I gotta blow myself up to provide for my family.
Is that the same thing?
If you hear them tell it, I think it's that without them knowing it's not if, it's when. I think they don't realize the consequences of that. Like he took the shot not knowing what was behind the shot, but understanding what the risk was.
exactly.
They understand what the risk is.
I think
understand what they're
and
doing.
that's why I made the comparison.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you got the environment. The environment fucked up, for sure. Like you tell kids at a young age, if he hit you, you hit on him and spit on him. It's to take it to the next level.
Right.
That's all through shot. Or you grow up where you really gotta read people's tendencies. Where it's like, all right, that nigga said, I guarantee you it's people in the bed or like laid down that's really like got shot. It's sad to say. That's like, damn. That nigga was nice to me this morning. I should have knew something was up. How sad is that? You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, damn. I should have knew. I ain't read I ain't read it. Like, and there's some people gone because of that.
Right.
So I wasn't in none of that shit. I was around it.
Right.
But I seen it where it fall on me, where it's like, I read everybody in the room. I look at everybody. When I walk in the room, I gotta look at everybody's face. He don't do it, but I gotta really scan your face. I'm talking about my man Art. When he walk in the room, I gotta look at it. Could be a party. I gotta know everybody, what everybody doing. Just off the strength of like trying surviving.
Right.
And in a lot of places, it's like certain places, other shit is heightened. But the fuckery in Chicago is for sure. It's on that.
How do we help those kids? How do we help all the kids? The children doing? Because they definitely look up to you. You know what I'm saying? And they look up to you. It's a lot of kids in a lot of cities and a lot of hoods. Look up to you. I mean, like I said, I remember when you got on the Wheaties box, and you younger than me, but I remember, when you was doing your thing and we was looking at you as the next hope to be after Michael Jordan. So what do we do for the children that are, looking at Derrick Rose and are in those inner cities being guided by wolves and have certain circumstances like you had with, roaches in the house?
I mean, knowing that's what I mean with history. Knowing the history, you look at everybody in the past, all our leaders, that's what they were trying to do. You got people that's trying to do that now. If I had the answer, I would for sure say it, but I try to do it with action. By, like you said, taking the kids over to Senegal, trying to get them to change their perspective on what they see, or like I'm telling them, right? They say the kids over there, or the history of it, or the history. So I'm over there. I'm like, all right, I got the players there. I'm like, all right, how many players has been how many players played in the NBA since it was invented? Nobody knew. I say 5,000. All right, how many, like out of a million players, 400,000 make it to college? Out of that 400,000, 35,000 make it to not make it to, they make it to high school. 400,000 out of a million, 400,000 make it to high school. Out of that 400,000, 35,000 make it to college. Out of that 35,000, only 30 to 35 make it to the league. Out of that 35, 7 start, and that's for 4 years. So basically you got 1 million players playing for 7 jobs for 4 years.
Wow.
Do y'all, I'm just saying, I'm telling them that, do y'all know that? They like, nah, you gotta know this. This shit is extremely hard to do.
It's like being a rapper.
You get what I'm saying? But I'm breaking down the numbers to them, because if somebody would have told me that, I would have that would have made my grind go to the next level, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, what?
Or you quit.
Or you quit.
Right.
Or you quit.
Wow.
Fight or flight.
Mm-hmm.
You break it down to them like that, to the artists that
They should probably even more.
Them coming out with a successful album is just like what he said.
9 times out of 10, and this is gonna sound foul, but 9 times out of 10, I recommend for
I mean, but that's, I mean, you know,
You recommend
we
what?
had
I recommend for them to quit. Don't do this.
we had 21
You believe
Savage.
in yourself. Keep going.
We had 21 Savage here, and he said something similar to it. He added that the chances of becoming a rapper is so, like,
He said something similar to that.
What he has in what he has in common with the artists that I encourage is something he said at the very start of the interview. I'm walking around with the ball on my hip. I don't know how much money this dude makes. I don't know who's playing. I don't compare my game to anybody.
You just
walking around with the ball on my hip.
Just loved it.
If you are in anything that is a passion-driven field, for anything other than the passion of the thing, your chances of achieving that thing drop exponentially. And the main reason I tell them to quit is because I know for every 1,000 of them, there's like one person, one woman, one dude behind every 1,000, 10,000, 20,000. And if you quit, you'll make it easier for me to find that guy, that woman. But if you stick around because you want the fame, because you want the clout, because you see the big chains, because you see the big cars, because you want to kick it with Derrick Rose and all the other NBA, you want to be in the parties, you want to get chicks, I understand that, but you're in the way. So I would like for you to move. So I encourage you to quit, because from the music you're making, this is trash.
And if they're really passionate, they won't listen to you.
If they're about that life, if they're about it, they're gonna rotate back around to me.
I'm gonna use that for an intro.
No, that was great.
If they're I got like 2 or 3 people in all the years I've done this. I got like 2 or 3 that have rotated back around and been like, yo, you said my shit was trash. You said I was MECC. You said I was garbage. Listen to this. And I sat there and went,
Still
okay.
Nah.
They know who I'm talking about. Nah, like I was like, okay.
That's what's up.
And then I would say, play me the thing that you played before. And only one person did it. They'd be embarrassed as fuck. Nah, I can't play that again. Yeah, but you was beating your chest to me with, you know what I'm saying? You puffed up when you played that before. Now you playing your new shit. You can't even stand the sound of your old shit, but you wanted me to believe in that shit.
I mean, it takes some people. It takes some people to kind of like get that. This ain't it. Go back. Come back.
What was your workout drills like as a youngster? Like, speaking of the drive, like, you know what I mean? Like in high school, was you getting up before school and balling up, and then, you know, like How many shots? You shooting 1,000 shots?
No, remember, I wasn't shooting like that. I wasn't a shooter back then. My shit was all athleticism. But
how did you train yourself to shoot?
He was playing for groceries.
Yeah, it was kind of different.
Playing for groceries.
Yeah, I told like none of these kids never played for like money like that. So like mine came from like playing 1-on-1s. Like my guy Sino, he used to come up there. His dad used to always give him money. And that was like my little rival in the hood. Like he went to like a little school, a smaller school than I did, but he used to always like go against me and my guy Tim, the big Tim I was telling you about. But I seen him, how much money you got? He was like 50. All right, let's shoot threes for 50. Let's shoot threes, but only $5. $5 a shot. Like shit like that. That's how I used to like work on my game. But other than that, it's me with a ball and me imagining that somebody is in front of me guarding me. And so that's how I be teaching my son. Like, man, you never just shooting a shot, just fucking around shooting a shot. You always thinking that somebody's like guarding you. You playing against somebody. Right. And that's how I used to use my imagination. You know what I'm saying? Like, after a while, I got better than everybody in my neighborhood. So they're like, man, I ain't playing with him. Like, ain't no point in playing against you. So I stopped hooping like that in my neighborhood. But it was like, all right, I'm going to the gym. Dre take me to the gym. I work out. Then I'll leave the gym. I'll go back. I'll sit in my room and be like, damn, like, how can I make that workout better? Damn, I gotta add, like I gotta flip the ball a little bit better, like off the rim, or like he hit me, I gotta hit his body before I like actually get all the way to the rim. Or the passing, like I gotta make sure my passes are like precise. Like I can't throw no lazy passes. Right. And I'm working on that shit by myself, like with a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who Dre was, and he was a drug dealer, bro. In the gym fucking around, like, but he believed in my dream with me. You know what I'm saying? He saw something, and that's all that I needed to see. And that's all my mom needed to see. Like at first when I brought around my mom and my brothers and them, I'm like, man, I'm hanging with Dre. My brothers and them knew what it was. Like, you know you're gonna be safe. But my mom, I was scared that my mom wasn't gonna let me around him until like she met him. She heard him, like she saw like how much he loved me and like saw how much he took care of me, that she was like, all right, I know you good now. Right. But yeah, dude, like Dre, he wasn't a hooper at all. Like, but that's exactly what it was.
It takes a village. It takes a village.
Right?
Huh?
But because you get to the hoop so easily,
yeah.
How do you deal with the body contact?
Just from in my park.
Iverson in that center.
In my park, it was no fouls.
Well, no blood, no fouls.
No fouls, bro. Yeah, no fouls. Yeah. So you got to figure out how to like make the layup. If you want to win the game, you got to learn how to make the layup with like playing through contact. And little did I know that shit would like translate to me getting to the league, and now you getting calls. Like that's something that you can't like duplicate or like mimic now. You know what I'm saying? Like even for my son, I be wanting him to like. I mean, his path is his story is gonna be his own story. His path is gonna be his own path. But I try to create those environments for him. You know what I'm saying? Like he be at the line. Now I was gonna bring him here. Was I lying? I was gonna bring him. I don't hide nothing from my son, at all, Because his uncles and cousins say some of the craziest shit more than you. I put him in them environments so that like he see what it is. And you seeing dad, you seeing dad. Like I'm this way 24/7, bro. I'm never gonna steer you in the wrong direction. I'm never gonna like tell you some bullshit that I didn't go through, that like, I'm not gonna hide nothing from you, in which like society is sensitive, everybody's sensitive now. Yeah. And they try to protect, it's cool, but I feel like you could control the environment a little bit to make it certain ways or how can I put it?
It's kind of to show them what it is, without them being exposed in an uncontrolled situation.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And like with Hoop, he down there hooping. And I'm on the side. I'm clapping hard. I'm yelling at him. I'm doing everything. I'm behind him. I'm acting as if like he's in the game. He's 9. I didn't start like playing for real till I was in 6th grade. He's in 4th grade. So I'm telling him like really I know he got 2 years before I could really gauge where he's at.
Right.
But I want to see what he got at 4th grade. He got it in him. I swear to God, he got it in him, bro. Look, I'm recording him one time, bro, and he started crying, like during the workout. This is his first workout with me a couple like months ago. He started crying, and during the workout, I want to see where he at. Like, nigga, you gonna fight or what? I ain't telling him this, but in my mind, I'm just thinking like, where are you at?
Yeah.
So I'm telling him like, bro, he just moved out here to New York, been around his mom a lot. I'm telling him like, bro, me talking to you in a stern way don't mean that I'm yelling at you. You're crying, and I'm only talking to you right now. That don't make no sense. I'm like, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I get what you're saying. You want to go upstairs? Yeah, I want to go upstairs. Nope, you ain't going upstairs.
Right.
You're going to finish this workout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We shoot 2 next spot. We finna finish with 2 spots left. The little nigga making every shot while he's crying. Art of my line? Every shot while he's crying, bro. And that's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you got it in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it in you, bro.
Function through it.
You can function through it. And now it's up to my job to help you control them emotions.
Right.
Emotions ain't nothing but chemicals. It's sad to say that, like, I mean, I read a lot. Like, so, like, me understand, like, it's chemicals. Tens of thousands of chemicals build up in your body. Your cortisol goes to your glands, but the kicker is you can get addicted to the drug that your chemicals create. So think about it. You thinking about some fucked up shit, or you thinking about your emotions. But I'm saying you thinking about some fucked up shit, and you steady like thinking about it. Them emotions come up, but you get addicted to them chemicals.
And you get stuck in that zone.
You get anchored to your demise. You feel me? It's a drug, bro. Them chemicals become a drug, bro. And you love the feeling so much. You think that you don't, but your body craved them fucking chemicals. And that thought can fucking create some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm trying to help him figure it out. Like, I see he got it in him, but it comes from, like, being around his mom. I'm not with his mom, and I'm not with his mom like that. So, but great relationship, but just not. He was in Chicago.
Yeah.
When you're around your mom, you catch them tendencies. I was the same way. You be around your mom, you emotional, and nobody gonna tell you, hey, stop acting like a little bride, bro. Shut the fuck up.
But it's facts.
They call that toxic masculinity now.
Yeah. Hey, nah, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
The family's not together.
Yeah, no time, but still.
That's what they call it. It's not. I'm with you.
Together is a balance.
But still, nobody ain't there to steer him in the right direction, to help him control it. So that's why I feel like that's where I'm at now with my kid. Like he here. I got him like going to school, he playing flag football. I was just at his flag football game earlier, he playing football, and just seeing him like just happy, you know what I'm saying? That's like the best shit in the world, seeing like teaching him how to become a big brother, like to his siblings. Like, damn, that's having all my kids under one roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm waking up, not saying I was worried about him like when he was with his mom and shit, but it's nothing like having your kids under one roof. Like, that's facts. So.
What are you doing to prepare him? What are you doing to prepare him to handle the thing that almost broke you?
I feel like by talking to him. Like, that's why I wish my dad was there to me, just to have a conversation. Right. Because I'm never gonna have a conversation where it's like some bullshit. Like, I bullshit talk with him sometimes, but most of the time I'll be trying to like just ask him questions. Hey, when was you want to make it to the NBA, right? Yeah. when was the advent of the NBA? Or when was the NBA invented? Hey, you say you want to be there, you gotta know this shit. 1946. Who invented the NBA? You gotta know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know everything that comes along. Dr. Naismith. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know everything that comes along with it. Like, and exactly. Facts.
The circus, though.
Yeah.
The circus.
Yeah.
How do you prepare him for what comes with being not just a successful basketball player, assuming that that's where it's going to go, because I'm looking at his coach, but a Rose. He's now walking in your footsteps. He's Derrick. He doesn't just get to be who he is until he turns into that.
Yeah.
Curry was Del Curry's son.
I hear you.
For a long time before he became Steph. You dig what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be D Rose's kid.
I mean, I tell them, I was around MJ kids when they were growing up. So I see them, I actually played against them. I'm gonna bust their ass. That's why I tell him, bruh, they gonna try to get you on the island, they gonna bust your ass. The analogy I use for that, you wanna be the sledgehammer or the ant. You feel what I'm saying? Because you be the ant, you on that island, it's very scary on that island. When you out there in the whole gym saying, oh, and you sticking somebody, or do you want to be the motherfucker that's bringing the ball up and they saying it for you? You get what I'm saying? It's only the sledgehammer or the ant. You don't kill, like I tell, what you kill an ant with? Like, he ain't understand. A sledgehammer. Like, you give nobody no type of confidence. You kill them. Because that's how I was raised. Even though, like I said, I don't give it off like that or come off like that, but when I'm on that court, that's what it was.
That's why you're going to end up with a chip.
You know who was
Chip
one of
mentality.
the teams in the first game of the NBA?
Nah.
Knickerbockers.
Seriously. Damn, that's a great fun fact, OG.
He's an.
I got to tell.
I'm old enough to remember.
I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to quiz him on that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell him that.
I remember when there was a chance to take 3 free throws to make 2.
Damn.
You remember that?
I do not remember that.
There was a point in the NBA where after every point, they did a jump ball.
Oh,
They
God.
took it back to the center court.
Wow.
If you scored,
Yeah.
you went back and jump ball. I
Wow.
remember you would have 3 shots to make 2.
Damn, Kurt, you old
That's
as shit.
gangster. Yeah, that's gangster right there.
You old as shit, man.
And thank God. Thank God.
That's gangster.
How did you see all that listening to the radio? Because I know it wasn't.
No, that wasn't that long ago. This fucking guy.
That's gangster.
I
Yeah.
was suffering New York Knicks fans, 76.
I hear you.
76.
Yeah, I jumped ship a long time ago.
That's why you don't.
I would never, ever
Love.
jump ship.
That's
I
why.
hope
I
so.
don't fuck the Brooklyn Nets.
Yo, come on, man. Come on. We're not going to get this started now. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
You're
We're not going to
New
do that.
York, from Jersey.
You're from Brooklyn, though. You're from Brooklyn.
They're from Jersey.
All right, I get some courtside tickets. You coming with me?
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
He
I
said
know you
no.
are. I know you are.
They used to play in Long
You
Island.
gonna tell me no?
Yes. For the Nets.
He said, yeah.
See?
Man.
See? See?
And they're playing in New York. I'm not going to Jersey.
No.
I'm not going to Jersey to see them.
I hear you.
New York forever, son.
I hear you.
I remember
Brooklyn
when the Nets
forever.
used to play in
Brooklyn.
Long Island.
You see what kind of circus you just stepped into?
Now I gotta ask.
Before we wrap up, I just want to ask, because I heard you mention this a lot tonight. Did you ever find your father? Did you ever meet him?
Nah, I kind of knew that he passed away. Yeah, like the older I got, the more success I got, the more success I got. He was like, I'm thinking like every year, like, damn, I made it to the national championship. He gonna come. damn, I got drafted. Where he at? Damn, I won MVP. Where he at? Like, damn, he gone. Like, that's when I realized that he was gone. Like, after. Yeah, I been did that. Me taking it as, I never took it personal. I always took it as, like, motivation. Yeah. Like, whatever he achieved, I'm gonna smash that shit. By any means, by whatever it is I gotta do, I'm gonna achieve whatever I gotta achieve so that, like, I'm not living in his shadow if he did do something.
Do you know why he wasn't there?
Nah.
Yeah,
Did the motivation drain when you found out he was going?
Nah, it didn't. Like, it was already installed in.
It was already in the house.
Yeah.
And you don't know why he was going, so it's a whole story.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna ask this and then, you shut it down.
But
yo, who's the 5 players that you love to bust their ass every time you
talking about 5 players, bro.
Who's the 5 is like, oh, I got this, oh yeah, I'm dropping 50 tonight.
I can't name 5, but I can say my biggest thing was trying to make coaches like defend me different. It was bigger than the players. Like, I wanted the coaches to see that I was great. Like, because the players, they came in around the same time, like, as some of them did, and some of them was a little older, but I wanted, like, Pop to see me and be like, damn, you challenging Tim tonight. Or even Brian, like, I'm challenging Brian. Like, I challenged that nigga, bro.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Couldn't beat him, but I'm how many years younger than? I challenged him, though. You get what I'm saying? He about to break the record this year.
Yeah.
So it's like, something I could tell my son. Like, man, I had a great series against this dude when I was in my prime. And I made him think. I made him, like, go back to the bench.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I used to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, those are things that...
Heroes game plan they needed to come up with.
What was that series like for you? Like, what did you want to prove to the world? Like,
Nah, that I could just hoop, bro. That was it. Like, I could hoop. Like, because they kind of... And I could think the game. Like, a lot of people say that I'm this drab or dumb individual, whatever it is, or think that. But at the same time, you don't achieve what I achieved by... Just think about any other sport. Somebody would have won that award at that age or whatever it is, or the youngest ever. They would have been like, oh, the mind of this kid is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, you feel me? I'm just saying. Just think about if it was tennis. That's all I'm saying. But since it's basketball, you want to dumb it down. Oh, it's only athleticism. What? What you mean?
You gotta think like
and I only think I'm challenging a nigga that's gonna end up being the greatest nigga that ever, one of the greatest nigga ever played the game.
Right.
And he's on the team with 2 other Hall of Fame guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, or me challenging my rookie year, I took the Celtics, that team, to game 7. Not only me, but my teammate. You get what I'm saying? Like, anybody else they look at, like, basketball and all that, or my situation, and try to dumb it down. But it is what it is. So it make my story what it is.
So that's one.
I can't name no more, bro.
There's nobody else.
It's always the coach. I swear.
It's always the coach.
I want the coach to be like, just say if I played a certain way one game and we won, I wanted to see the adjustment that they made the next game, to see, like, all right, did he learn? Or it's been other coaches like, oh, he didn't learn. I'm gonna keep doing the same shit.
Right.
I played in my first. I missed the playoffs probably my 4th or 5th year, but until then, I was always in the playoffs. So it was like a regular season game. Y'all still doing the same coverage? Oh, you ain't learn. I played in the playoffs already. Yeah.
What's it like being the veteran voice on the team now? Now you're the guy they look to for advice on all kind of facets, I would imagine.
Right.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it, bro, because it's challenging me to be vocal. Now I'm kind of like in the middle. You got the introvert, then you got the extrovert. Then it's a thing called the ambivert. I'm right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Where like I'm able to play the game where like I got enough energy to hoop, and if I see a young guy going through something, I could like get them that knowledge and let them understand like, hey, calm down, you speeding up right here, or look at this. But I got personal relationships with everybody, so it makes that conversation a lot easier.
I see quickly. Yeah. Taking on certain aspects of.
Yeah, I mean, Quick, he's great. He's in his own thing, but I know I take care of my body. So, like, to see them actually going in, taking care of their body, doing all the little things prior to games. Like, before a game, bro, I'm getting ready for that game a night before. I'm getting in the hotel, recovery all the way into that game. Then the game comes, then recovery all the way into the next game. Other guys able to do other things, but with me and for my longevity and everything that I'm trying to achieve, I gotta get ready a day before games. I've been in the league 15 years.
Can I ask a question before your injury?
Yeah.
Your injury.
Yeah.
And after your injury, how did your game change?
Pace.
Pace?
Yeah, that's the only thing that really changed my pace. Yeah, I hate looking at old videos of myself. Even my MVP year, I was just playing too fast.
Too fast.
I hate it. Bro.
So you're controlling
your natural ability, though.
I was running too, exactly. I could have slowed it down. And I didn't. Experience, you get what I'm saying? That's the only how I learned where I'm at right now. I learned how to switch up my speed. I learned
injury
skill too. My MVP year, I was learning how to shoot. I was learning how to shoot. I blew out my knee, and it's like, all right, I gotta learn what's gonna be my 1-2 into my shot. All right, if I'm coming off a screen, what's gonna be am I gonna hop into my shot, or is it gonna be a 1-2? Am I with my floater, is it gonna be a 1-2 floater, or is it gonna be a hot floater? Off of just natural. Yeah, just natural. It was just raw, bro.
So after the injury, your adjustment was to just slow down.
Slow down. And figure out what's gonna be my game.
And then you develop your shot.
And rhythm. Because basketball is rhythm too. So I didn't have a rhythm my whole life. I've been playing at that one speed, so that became my rhythm too. So now I have a nice, I mix it up. I flow, like a flow in my game. I speed it up, I slow it down, I lower you to sleep. It's kind of like you gotta trick motherfuckers now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like
you still jet past these.
I know I got that, but I ain't using it the whole game. My MVP year, I'm using it the whole game, even after my injuries. I'm using it the whole game. It's like now I don't gotta do that no more. You bag off, I'm shooting the tray ball. I shot 40 from the 3 2 years in a row. The old saying in the league, is 3 in a row make you a pro. This will be my 3rd year shooting 40, so I'm going for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like having fun, adapting.
I think you're back to where you used to be.
I feel you. I feel the same. Man, my mans feel the same way. I mean, we feel better.
I think last year before you got hurt, you did some shit that I'm like you did a Jamal Crawford type shit, close to the rim, and I'm like, yo, something back.
I feel you. I appreciate that, yo.
Maybe it was after the Knicks got rid of you and you came back.
Yeah. My game was totally different.
Why would y'all do that? Did y'all see what Son just did?
Yeah, that was trash.
Yeah, my game was just totally different, bro. That's love.
How do you not take it personal when teams do stuff like that?
Great question.
Yeah.
You mean like what? Trade. I mean, by the time you get traded, you kind of understand, you understand why you get in it, that you're fortunate. Like, damn, the roster gonna change next year? Like, the shit gonna change this year? Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You get like a clear view, a introspective, like, what's going on? Like, all right, okay, he's trying to make the team. Or is like playing good. I see, like, you start to get you mapping out everything so that if you do get in that position, you're like, I see what they was going through. Or you get nervous as fuck around trade deadline that some players go through, where like it's a real feeling, where you picking up and moving your whole family out.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, taking your kids out of school or leaving them there while you just go and play and you're away from your kids. With me, I got my whole family, and we moved out. And, yeah, that's an adjustment in itself. Like, just figuring out, so, but I'm saying being fortunate. I'm happy I got the job.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people just get fired and, hey, you figure it out.
Right.
So, and I'm cool with a lot of people that's trying to figure it out like that too. So, like I said, OG, always been grateful, staying in that vibration, and just understanding that, like, this shit is way bigger than me. I don't know what we do, me and my gal, I don't know what we doing, but the shit that we creating through, like, his networking and, like, me being who I am, it's been something special. So.
It's absolutely something special. I just ended out. I know we gotta end up. It's all a plan of the Lord. All of us are here working on something. And I did do a little research on you, so that's why I mentioned that, because you had, like, it's things out there that say that you advocate Christian. So
yeah.
I thought that, you know, but maybe that's not so. But either way, everything, all of us are on a plan that has been set by God.
Yes.
You know, and we all just work in that plan.
Well, BIGGA, I respect, you know, when you say stuff like that. But I can't help but think that, yeah, there's a path that God lays out for you. But you gotta choose it. And that's where you can take the credit for what you've accomplished.
You can never take the credit.
No. When I say that, I mean, when you know all the times that you was in Chicago and you said, oh, that's what y'all on? Nah, I'll be over here, I'm gonna be hooping.
Yeah.
You chose the path. There was another one.
I feel you.
But you didn't take that one. And that's the power that we have. We get to pick the path. You dig what I'm saying?
Who our master is. Yeah.
Right.
You do get to pick who your master is. The choice that we are given. People think we have choices like whether I'm going to get up or come to the show. That's really not a choice. That is written already. The path is the cross that he have on his arm. So what you're explaining is that cross on his arm. So the path is left or right. It shows you, but it's all, either way, it's going straight to the top. Everything that happened is for the good of the Lord, whether we understand or not.
And with that being said, make good decisions. Make good decisions.
Sir, before you cut this
God
off,
don't go to jail. Make good decisions.
Sir, before
Okay?
you cut this off, can I give respect to you? Because today was a hard day for me. I laid my stepdad, I went and saw my stepdad
Rest in peace.
being laid to rest. He called me 5 minutes after I came home and took my suit off and laid on the bed. He said, come through, I'm gonna make your day better. I said, how? He said, D Rose is in the chair.
Damn.
I
Damn.
got dressed in 15 minutes, I was in the cab. So, blessed love, more life, more love.
Love, peace and love.
Come on,
love,
man. Cut it
love.
out, man.
That's real shit.
That's what little bros here for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We the little bros, son. We the little bros. We the last ones. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's a little big bro, because if you stand up, you gotta look down on me. Blessed love.
Love, man.
Salute.
No, same with everybody, man. I appreciate y'all, my guy. Me and my guy was, I told him a long time ago when I saw your shit, like, man, they got something. And over a while, I look at all y'all shows. And like I said, something just told me to come. So I appreciate y'all, bro.
I appreciate
Yeah, that's a lot of respect that you came to, brother. I'm sorry to interrupt that. That's I can't to get that. Yeah, it's much respect. All of us here, so much respect that you came here.
And as far as what you said about how to help the kids, they're watching.
Yes.
They know what you did now. They know what you did. I go to jails and I talk to the kids. I don't tell them nothing else but what I did. I said, look, I can't tell y'all what to do. I can tell you what I did. And maybe you can pick a little piece out of there that's gonna help you. Now they know what you did.
For sure.
Let's see if you can make it the next game again. Let's see.
I'm back.
Oh, God. Good one, bro. No, appreciate y'all.
This trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.